Welcome to Live Educational Support Desk for members of the Zenler community. My name is Allie, and I will be your educational support for today's session. For those of you joining us live, thank you. We welcome you in. This is also streamed to our Facebook group live. And we do use this video on our YouTube channel afterwards. So just know that when you come on camera and we talk, that is going to be available on our public channels. You do not have to come on camera. You do not have to unmute your mic if you don't choose to. We have many members that come and join us live and do not participate. However, they report having gained a lot of value from the session just by being in the room to listen. So we welcome anyone who's out there that maybe doesn't want to come on camera or participate in that way, but still wants to get the value of listening and being in the room. And you also have access to the chat with the other members while you're here. So we'd love for you to join us in the room. I also would like to mention that we are in the process of doing some success story interviews. You might have seen them on our YouTube channel and on our blog. And I would like to invite any of you watching or listening or joining us that use Zenler to consider reaching out to me. You can do so through Facebook Messenger or my email, or you can join in a session here. My email is allie@zenler.com. And I want to encourage you to do that because I think a lot of people hear success story and they think, oh, I have to be some seven-figure earner to come on and do that for Zenler. Well, here's the thing. I know a lot of other platforms do that, but at Zenler, we respect all successes. All successes matter to us, not just the great big giant number attached to ones, right? So for you, maybe you had a hobby and you came onto Zenler and now it's a little bit more than a hobby. Maybe you've gained grown a nice little community and it's interactive and that's a success for you, right? We want to hear those success stories as well. Maybe you have a hobby and you found Zenler and maybe you shouted about Zenler off the rooftops and maybe you brought in a lot of affiliates people to use Zenler under you, and they're all living their dream and having fabulous businesses now. And the affiliate benefits that you're receiving through Zenler help fund your hobbies, right? So whatever those success stories look like for you, please reach out. We'd really love to talk to you about your stories because every story matters. Right? You could be the inspiration for someone else that's at home that maybe wants to do a little thing and just says, my little thing doesn't matter. Your little thing matters. All the things matter. If it's fulfilling you and if it's fulfilling your customers, that is a success. And we want to hear your story. Okay. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and open up the ability to turn on your videos and unmute your microphones so that you can come and talk to me if you have any questions for the day. So, unmute yourselves and start your videos if you so choose. There we go. Well, hello. Let's see, Julia and Casey are with us today.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. And it's interesting because when I joined the session, you were already speaking, and I was like, I was first, just in the moment where I pressed the button. So I think I missed something. But anyway,
No, because you just missed me saying hello, my name is Allie. Because as soon as I hit the live option on Facebook, I
Uh-huh.
just go ahead and start talking because it's
Okay.
recording then, so
Okay.
you just missed me saying hello.
Okay. Because I was not understanding exactly what you mentioned about sharing our story. Were you inviting us to share our story and how we
If you
use
Yes,
Sendler
yes.
or
Not like
okay.
inviting you in this moment right now, but
Right,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
would
yeah.
like to do one, yes, I would like to invite you. I can email you if you'd like. You give me your email
Mhm.
And we do a little pre-questions and then just a little Zoom where you can tell your story. We would love that.
Okay. No, I was just curious. Thank you. Thanks for the clarification.
You're very welcome.
Okay. So I'm here because a few days ago I was setting up an affiliate link and I hadn't done it for years. So I went through my notes, the notes when I did the affiliate last time, and I also access post of Zenler where it explains the whole thing, and there are some menus, some things that have changed. So, and right before joining this session, I was just, reviewing my notes again, and I think I created affiliate link myself, just pasting the affiliate code that is assigned to the affiliate to the link of the course, and that's it. I just want to confirm that that's gonna work because I just copied and then I went into an incognito page and the sales page of the course show up. So I suppose it's gonna be okay. So
Right.
just wanted to.
That's the affiliate. As long as the link, the tag is on the thing, when the purchase is made, it links to that. But if the tag's not on it, it won't.
Okay. Okay, because the only way, I just want to fresh up this thing. The only way to get an affiliate link is that the person who I'm making affiliate, she or he will have to run the link through their site. Is that correct? Otherwise, I would have to do it myself manually, just copying the affiliate at the end. There are just those two options.
I'm gonna make sure. I haven't done with affiliates for a while, so let's check.
Okay. Be-
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, because for what I remember, it was easier. But I don't know. Maybe I joined in the portal of the previous affiliate and I did it myself. I don't know. So yeah, just wanted to clarify that because today I have to create a second affiliate link and I want to make sure I won't mess the thing up.
Okay, let me just see. Okay, so I'm pulling up some information right now so that I can do a little thing and make sure. Let's see. Um, yeah, yes, because you're assigning users as affiliates, so you're manually approve or assign them. Not everyone's automatically affiliate, right? So, um, they get their own unique tracking link. The clicks, the sales, and the commissions earned is how it's tracked. Um, um, okay, I'm gonna do all of this and I'm gonna post it, this in the community. Are you on the Zenler site community?
On the Facebook group, or is there
Oh,
a different
Zenler
site
site,
that I have missed?
the Zenler, website. Here, I'll show you and I'll give you a link to it. This is it's our educational hub, right? That's where you learn all things Zenler, our courses for members, all of that is where it lives. So here, I'm going to share my screen and then I'll also put the link in the chat so you can see. Okay. So can you see my screen?
Not yet. Now, yes.
Okay. Sometimes there's some lag. That's why I ask first. Okay. So here's the community. But if we come out of community and we go to, this is tutorials,
Mm-hmm.
.newzenler.com slash, this is the live support page where you can come to where you get the link for the session.
Mm-hmm.
Here, and let me put this link in the chat for you all. Uh, okay. And somebody's got to mute if they've got something going on in the background, please. Let's see. So this is the site, okay? And you can come in here for workshops and trainings and different resources, right? I don't know if you've ever been here and signed up for any of that.
Mm.
Um, and okay, let me. Okay, and let me get the link for that real quick. I don't know. This is so weird. I'm missing the community thing from my tab. That's so navigation. That's so weird. Okay, and here was the original page that I had to do a weird workaround to even get to. So here, I'll share my screen again. Here we go. And so this is the community. I'll put this link in the chat. Okay. This community's been here a long time. We just haven't used it much, right? Everybody was on Facebook, so that's where we were. But now I'm managing this community. And so there's content in here, support desk digest. And what I'm talking about is like some people ask questions during support desk. And what I will do is I will get the information and I'm going to create a post. So I'm going to do that for you right now in here on the affiliates. And there's also I'll link a video to it for you so that you can go watch the video as well. And I'll put it right here for you. So it's tutorials.newzenler.com. If you don't have an account or what, or you use your Zenler login. And then you can join the community. And if you join, I'll catch it right here and approve you. Okay.
One moment. I am on the Zenler page and I have labs, live support training, but I don't know how to access that community page. Where
Can
do
you
I
click the
have
link I gave you? Yeah, yeah, this is weird. Anybody else that's on right now, can you do me a favor? Can you go to tutorials.newzenler.com and see if the community link's in the navigation? Because it's not for me. I don't know why. I don't know. And I just want to confirm that it's not, if it's just me or what. Because it should be um in here. And it's not. Like if I come to the tutorial site, usually community is on the navigation. It's not. Is anybody else doing this? Right? Community is not here.
Okay, yeah, I have accessed the community page through the link that you
Okay.
put on the Zoom chat box. So
Okay.
I joined through that link, but now
Okay.
come back to to the Sendler page. I don't know how to access from there. So if
I
tomorrow,
know. I don't.
if tomorrow I want to go back to it, I don't know where to find
Well,
the community page.
okay, then what I would do is when you click the link right now, and then what you do is you come up in your browser and you just add a bookmark for that page so you can get to it, save a folder. Do you know how to bookmark a
Yeah,
page?
yeah, I can do that. However, that's not the most orthodox way to
I
access.
completely understand that. Normally, there's a link. There's something going on the site. I'm going to send a message to support right now. There should be community right here so that I can click and go to it, but it's not there. There's a glitch. Something's going on. So for
Okay.
right now you have the direct access link so you can get to it. But yes, 100% we need that fixed.
Mine's
Something
come up.
happened.
Is it with the yellow where it says communities in the middle? Is that what you're looking for?
Where?
On mine, I've just done it on mine. Is it that bit? Is that what we're
I
looking
got, I can't see. I'm like, I can't see right now. Hold on, let me open
for? Oh,
this so I can even see what you're doing.
sorry, let me just turn my screen around.
Okay.
So
No,
literally,
no, that's
I've
like
just,
not clickable. Yes,
oh,
the
not
community's
clickable.
there because you're in community, but if you go to
Oh,
just
yeah.
tutorial, if you
Okay.
go to tutorials.newzenler.com, like I don't see it
Oh, yeah, it's
there.
not there. No, it's not there.
Yeah, I don't. I used to be though, I swear. That's how I always get there. But now I have to go to the admin and click community. So it's bizarre. Julia, the technology is so fun, isn't it? So yeah, I will make sure bookmark it for now, but yes, we absolutely should fix it so that it's on the navigation so you can get to it in the regular way.
Okay. And
Um,
one follow-up question regarding affiliates. I remember that at some point it was requested an easier way to do payouts to the affiliates. I don't know if there has been some improvements on that aspect, or we still will have to do the money transfers manually to each one of them.
Um, that's a great question, and I will include that in the answer because I'm unaware of an automated process for that right now. As far as
Okay.
I know, as far as I can recall, that is still the case, but I will double check that and I will include that in the community post. I'll make a note of whether or not there's been a process update for that. Because I haven't, I mean, it's been a few months, but I haven't caught up with every single update yet.
Mm,
So,
okay.
but that I will post that in the community for you as well and see. Let's see. Um, yep, you pay them manually. That is still how it works.
Okay.
Just double checked. So yes, manually. So there might be, I don't know all the workflows yet that you could possibly do, but there might be some sort of automated Zap or some kind of workflow that you can set up. Maybe other people have done it. I can try doing a little search in the community to see if people have done that, and
Okay.
I'll put that in there if there's something that you could do to workarounds, sometimes when the system isn't, because it's caught up with all of the things that people need, there's all these little nuances and use cases. So there's lots of workarounds that we find for
Okay.
things.
Okay. And do you know if, for example, if you are becoming an affiliate of my course, that you have to join that course, or I have to make you a student in order for you to be affiliate, or
I
not
don't think
necessarily?
so. No. Mm-mm.
Okay.
No.
All right. So those were my questions regarding
Okay.
affiliate. I do have some other questions, but maybe I can come back later.
Yeah, I mean, you can stay and listen. You can type some questions in the chat too, as well, because other people that are on have also, they're really great with sharing their experiences if they have an answer to it as well. And I don't know if anybody else is here. Katie, I don't know if you have a question, or Casey, Lorelai, Jody. Are y'all just listening today, or do you have a question?
I think Kathy has questions.
Yes. Okay. All right. If you can wait, Julia, then you can come back and we can talk again, okay? Thank you. Hi, Katie.
Hello. I'm just trying to figure out how to create my own community. I seem to have got a little bit lost with it. And I just wondered if there
Ah.
was a really idiot's guide to it's like a step-by-step setup. And I just want specific people that are on a specific course to have access into the community. I don't want everybody, like non-paying people. I just want students on a course.
Students. Okay. So yeah, I can show you how to set that up right now. Let's see. Okay. Let me know when you can see my screen.
It's thinking about it.
I know it does. It just likes
The
to
joy
think.
of tech. Yeah, I've got it.
Okay. All right. So now let's go into the sandbox. So communities, I think I already did one here. So yeah, so let me go to this one. So there's lots of ways to create a community in Zenler, which is so hilarious. So, let's start here.
Mhm.
I can get it, is the, okay. These are course discussions where discussions were turned on. So for in your specific course, what you can do is you can give create a community attached just to that specific course so that the members of that course have access and nobody else.
Mhm.
Okay. Um, and then you can, if you choose to, because you have a course and that's what the community is for, those course students, if there are certain lessons like maybe the first lesson or the last lesson in certain modules or units of your course. If you turn it on, then what this does is it creates little discussion threads for that specific module of the course or that specific this is the specific lesson within the course. I would, you could have 100 lessons. You wouldn't want 100 lesson threads in here.
Mhm.
You'd want to choose the one that made the most sense. And then you could have themed discussion areas outside of the community as well. Whereas like the main community would be where you post your content. You can have an about section over here. There we go. So
And
that's what like the main community would look like. And you could have featured and pinned posts at the top, and they can, move around. And this is sort of the general connection hub. And then you can have these little discussions if you wanted to, based around the content in your course. So those are the options. And then let's show you how to do that.
because I've got
Um,
to the point where I've got like your feed and course discussions, but I don't. I have like I've started to do it, but I don't know how to link the people that I want in there, and I don't know if
okay.
it's showing to everyone, if that makes sense.
Yes, I understand. So here's how we're going to.
Because I've already gone past the bit where it gives me the start screen options.
I know, I did. I know. It's once you get past there, you're like, shoot, what do I need to know that
Yeah,
I don't know?
yeah, exactly
A
that.
100%, 100%. Okay, so let's see. Oh no, it's not going to be, it's going to be in pricing, I believe. Let's see. So whatever, one-time purchase. Oh. Doodly doodly doo. Community. See here on the course
Ah,
pricing plan, it says community. So now, I don't technically the one in here isn't even turned on. So, but you add the community here, right? And then hit finish. So when they buy it, they get into the community. Now, on the community side, community.
mhm.
I'm going to open this no tabs. No, wait. Okay. No, get there. Didn't do what I wanted it. Because now when you're in here, this is where you have to set your other settings. Okay. So now, so the site title is not is is not the community title exactly, it's the community hub. So think of this as a community hub because some people have um multiple communities. So if you did, then that's where this would make sense to you, but it's confusing to people who just have one community. You have a community site and a community on that community site. It seems
Yeah.
redundant, but it's not. It's for people who have multiple communities. So
Yeah.
right here is where you for the site itself, in public communities, only members can view who's in communities and what they post. So you can do that. You can have for posting and welcome message, all these things you can set up. And then let's see, come back here. Okay, so edit community. So now this is the actual community. Okay, so this is where you name it and you can pick the icon for it.
I don't seem to
Um,
have that. I don't have that option. I just have your feed, course discussions.
this thing right here, do you have a name here?
No, I don't have
Okay,
getting started. I have
so
your
you
feed.
okay, so you don't have a community.
Oh, I
Okay.
have. Can I
You
show you?
what you have is the community discussions. Yeah, I'll stop here. Let me stop sharing mine.
Uh,
Uh, and now you can share yours.
sorry, I'm actually on my phone and it's on my laptop. My phone's not working now. Hang on one sec.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes, up there. There we go. Okay, so this is what I have here. So your feed, course discussions.
Right. So you don't have a community. What you have as a community site, you have no community yet, but you have course discussions, which look like they're a community, but they're not. So okay, so I'll share my screen now and I'll show you how to add a community. Okay. So let me know when you can see it, my
Yep,
screen.
yep, it's
Okay.
on.
So if you don't have a community, so like if I deleted that, okay, you just have the
That, yeah, that's what pretty much what I got.
course discussions,
Course
right?
discussion,
So
yeah.
now where it says getting started, there's a little dots here. You can click on that and there it says add new community.
I don't have
And
that.
then you can add new community and you type the name, right? And this is where you put private, okay?
I don't
So
have the bit where it says getting started. That's the bit I'm missing off my. That's the bit that I'm missing completely. It just
oh,
your feed course discussions with three dots, and then I've got edit
yeah.
category. Um,
So getting started. Okay, let me delete that and see what happens.
Have you got the plus button on the left-hand menu underneath
Yeah,
settings?
there it is. Yep.
oh yeah,
That
I've got that. Create category.
yeah.
It says.
Yes, you have to create the category that the community is going to go under.
This is
And
November.
it's just very weird. So here's what I do. Like I would create the category name something like um if you had multiple, I don't know, I try to use it as a directional.
I'm going to go with like members community. Would that make sense?
Yeah, community and then yeah,
So members.
below. Community below. I don't know. And whatever this category tagline is, it never shows up. So it doesn't matter what you put there.
Okay,
So now community below and then add new community. And then this is where
I got it.
you name it. And this is where you add private. Now, private means that other people can see that there's a community site on your site, but they can't see any of the content. What they'll see is a big lock They won't be able to see there's content in there. They won't be able to see the menu members in there. They'll be prompted to contact somebody or go somewhere if they want to join that community. So they won't be able to see it. You can remove community from your navigation altogether, which I don't recommend because then the people in your community won't be able to find it.
Okay.
But you can make it private. You
Yeah.
can also make it secret. There are certain benefits to secret. So secret would be like maybe you have a community already and maybe you want to create like a secret mastermind. So then you would do that. Nobody would know. Nobody would even see it in the community list on the sidelines or anything. It wouldn't show up anywhere unless somebody's added to it. Now all of a sudden they're in the secret community. So that can be fun to use that in that way. But also, some people just don't want people to know they have a community at all. So they use secret for that. But if you have a community attached to a course, which people buy to become a member, I would think you'd want them to at least know it exists, even if they
Sure.
don't get to know what's inside of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how you
Brilliant.
do that.
And then
And
how can
yeah.
I add people? So I've done that as you've been talking. So I've got my community. That looks much better. I get that. Thank you. How do I add? So I need to add it in the pricing plan. But what about the people that are already on the course, that have already paid for the course, that are already enrolled? Can I just manually add them in, or?
I'm not sure what happens if they're automatically get access because you attach it to the pricing plan of the course and I don't know if it makes it retroactive or not, to be honest with you. So what you do is once you turn that on and have it set, is you can go in and see who's a member of your community, right? And if all of those people are in there, then it happened manually. If not, then yes, you can go in to your site under site on your navigation in your admin area. On this left-hand navigation, if you scroll to people, then you can filter for people who have that course, right? And
Okay.
then you can go through and you can add them. You come in, purchases, font, like anything that they're in, you can add them. I think there's a spot to add them to a community. Yeah, so you can do that manually. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that.
You're very welcome. And if you, as you're going through creating the community, hop on into the Zenler site community. And I'm sure there's lots of people have communities going on. I know Declan's been playing with communities a bit. Judy has been playing with communities, and they're in our community talking about it.
Awesome.
So, they might have some ideas if you want to share what you're doing or anything like that, or have questions. A lot of people are working on communities right now. It's a hot topic. So,
Yeah. I just wanted to mimic Facebook because there's a lot of people that aren't using Facebook or Meta. So I need somewhere for those people to post things that they want monitoring. So yeah, the community seems a great idea to do it.
yes, yes, yes. And I'm one of those people on that you have to make a room for because I can't I just don't I only am on Facebook to create the event on the Zenler Facebook group and I monitor that a little bit every now and then, but other than that, I'm over it. I'm over social media. So
Yeah.
so yeah, so I feel that there's a lot of community talk popping up. So and definitely in here, lots of it as well. So hopefully, if you hang around or if you're in the community, you get some good pieces of information from the people who are working on theirs to
Yeah.
get some good ideas for yours. Lorelai, I know she's had communities as well. Lorelai's a great brain to pick because she's a community manager for bookspace.world. So she probably has lots of great ideas for communities. So, yeah. And we love that here.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us today, Katie.
Awesome.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Casey. I don't know who had their hand up first, so I will leave it to you to
Sarah
decide.
did.
Sarah, okay. How you doing,
Okay,
Sarah?
I'm good. It was just a quick comment on that piece about communities, actually, because I hadn't realised that piece because I've only just used when I use the add button, I just do add community. I didn't realize you could add different categories. So that's quite helpful to know. So I've now got categories for my public groups versus my course groups.
There
And
you go.
I did a welcome video for my community in the week, and I explained it like this is like Facebook, and this page is like your main feed, like your news feed. Then you've got your groups that so I've explained it to people like that. But yeah, I've now set up, so I've got public groups versus course groups and course discussions, which are related to courses that don't even exist anymore, but yeah, nobody else can see them but me. It's just me
Yeah.
that it's bothering.
Uh-huh. I'll tell you what, it's a like the number of ways you can set up a community. You would think, oh, it's a community, you just do this and this. Nope, there's you could do this, you could do this, you could do this, and then the next thing you know, you've got chaos happening and you're like, I wonder if there's a better way to do this. Happens to me all the time. Oh, hi, puppies.
Yeah, I can't speak to cameras without dog appearing. So
Yes,
there we go.
I understand. I
But that was
understand.
that. Thank you. So that was helpful to see.
Good. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. See? I tell you all, just come in the room because sometimes you learn something, you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I needed to know that. So fabulous. Hi, Casey.
Hey there. I am actually hard at work and I so to enlist you in what I'm trying to do, I need to clone my course. I can't resell my course this year until I create the updated version. So um I actually just went in and cloned it and I was going through to edit it. But then I realized that there's got to be an entire stream of things that happen. I didn't know if you guys already covered that someplace that you know where it exists. So, for example, uh, you clone the course, but because a bundle has a lot of different courses, is there a way to easily check to see what all is included in a bundle?
Yeah, here. I think so. Let me share my screen with you, Casey.
So, Allie, that's great. And while you're doing that, I'll just continue the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
workflow idea. So then I've got to go and also update every single page. And are the clone buttons on every single page? So I have to clone the actual course, and then that course will have a set of pages. And then I can go and update every single page on the pages. Is that the way?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the workflow for you. So you're going to come into your courses, you're going to click on bundles, you're going to click, okay, so courses, bundles, click on the bundle you made, click on contents. There's the list of the courses that are included in your bundle. Okay.
Oh, great.
Add new, you can add new ones, you can even rearrange them. So if you want this one to show up first in the list, it can, okay,
Oh,
inside the
okay.
bundle on the course on the bundle access page. So you can move those around. Um, and that's how you do that. Now, when you're cloning a course, the process for cloning the course is to click clone. When you come in here, the first thing you do is you rename it, right? You have to
Yeah.
rename this link. It renames all the linked pages then, okay, to this new thing because you don't want it this copy, right? So you want it to say something original that doesn't look like a cloned copy. That's weird.
Yeah, so I just put the year in the front and took off copy at the end.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, there you go. That's not gonna, it's not
You
gonna
weren't
take
born
it.
then yet, right?
I I was I had my first child in that year, so um and I was not I was in my mid I was 26 when I had her. Goodness.
Wow.
Yeah. So now that you've done that and it's updated the link, now when you come here to the pages, any content you had on them is here, right? It cloned over.
Hmm.
But now see the page links are all not clone or copy. They're the new
Got it.
link. If you don't do that when you first clone the course, there can be a glitch and then the page name, some people will click and they'll have a broken page link. It can create a lot of glitches and problems. So when you clone something, give it its own original name from the get-go so it doesn't mess up anything, okay?
Yeah,
And then
that's really
yes.
helpful because I didn't know I could change that link.
Yeah. So
Okay.
now you can go through and edit the pages here. If you had automations and email set up for the whole thing, all of those are going to be here and ready for you to edit as
Okay,
well.
wait. Where are the automation? Okay, I see it now.
Automations, and that's your email sequences. So if you had any of that set up, that'll clone over, right? One of the things that I talk about when I used to run, gosh, it's been several years now, when I was doing onboarding for Zenler and Zenler demos, one of the things that I would tell people is if you have like you have a foundation of your business, who you are, what you do, the kind of content you create, all of that. You should have some foundation of what that is. And when you set up your Zenler, if you come in and you just create your first course and you just call it template, right? And then what you do is you add in your images for your business into there. You make sure your logo, you update all of the SEO on the pages in those areas on that course, right? And you get all of that to where it's just foundational pieces of information that's all there. And then every single course you make, you clone that main one. Now you don't have to write your first welcome email all over again. You don't have to copy it from one and paste it into another. You have to do none of that. All you have to do is clone it. And now your first welcome email is there. And maybe even a follow-up email because it doesn't matter the name of the course. That will get dynamically added into whatever course they're in, right? That happens.
Okay.
So
So
for
could
you,
you back up for a minute? So in this case, I already have a whole complete course. So I can just clone that. But in addition, I should make a template for, like, I'm about to want to make a new course. So then I can make the template with all the generic stuff in
but
place,
your generic stuff.
my generic stuff. And
Yeah,
then for the new course, I could just clone that template and then customize it.
correct.
So you're not
And
suggesting that I go back and make the template for the course that's already made. Uh,
no, if it's already
okay.
got a ton of content in there, you've already got what you need. But sometimes it's harder to edit. But if you just create your own, like because even in Zenler, like when you first come onto the Zenler site, the scroll up pages, like all of the content that's on the site, when you first come on, it's all generic Zenler content.
Mhm.
And so is the SEO, all in one course platform. So every SEO on every site is Zenler focused, right? So if you go in to all of your base pages, you don't have to fancy them up and put all kinds of content in. Literally, all you need to do is you come into the pages, right? And you swap out any images of Zenler with the types of images you use in your business. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then you come up here where the SEO is at, and you just put in some of your base foundational SEO. Obviously, each time you create a new course, you're going to still come in and add to the SEO, right? You're going to add to that. You're going to attach a specific image for something that you're doing in that moment. But if all the foundational pieces are there, it's less stressful. You could publish a course and get it out there even if you only have your foundational keywords in there to get it started, because it's not going to hurt your site then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you had generic, way off information that doesn't match anything else on your site, that does ding you. So this just speeds up the process. It's less things for you to remember, in steps to remember every single time you do something. And you can do that with all aspects of Zenler, right? You can create a marketing funnel template, right? That has your images, your generic sort of copy in there about your business, your niche, your industry, and then the SEO for your keywords. And that way, every time you come in to create something, because here's what the other thing that happens, right? When you're creating anything, how often are you creating a marketing funnel? How often are you creating a new course? Not very often. So what happens is, yeah, the steps once you go through them, you're like, oh, okay, that's easy. I got it. And then 3 months later, when you've
Yeah.
done a million other things, you're like, wait, I can't remember now. Where do I go for this? But if you had the template, you don't have to remember now. It's already
Yeah.
there. You're cloning it. So for people like I'm in there every day, and so people are working on Zenler, in Zenler, about Zenler, it's a little different. For a regular user, you're not using every single feature all the time. Of course, you're not going to remember. Who could I
Yeah.
get? I do not have the capacity to remember all that nonsense all the time, if it's not something I live and breathe every day. You know your stuff, your niche and industry, yeah, that's a piece of cake for you.
Yeah.
But for me, I'd be like, wait, what? I'd
Yeah,
forget.
that it's huge. So,
Yeah.
Allie, then, like, okay, this course has a sales funnel. Where do I see that connection? Because I'm going to have to go in and redo that sales funnel also.
Right, you just have to, if they're still all live in separate areas of Zenler, right? Funnels are their own area. Yes, different areas of Zenler can connect and talk to each other if you connect them, but they're
That's
still
what I'm
all
trying to
separate.
ask.
Right.
How do I check the connection? And like if I clone the funnel and I clone the course and they have the same
Well,
title, that doesn't do it, right? Or
Well,
what?
if you would clone the course first, okay?
Okay.
Because the flow would be when you create the funnel, there's a drop down menu that asks you, is this funnel for a course? And now you can select that course from that drop down menu.
Uh,
Now the funnel is linked to the course, okay? You don't have to do that, but you can. So now that
yeah.
funnel is linked to the course, but you have to choose that link in the menu.
Okay. Um, I would like to ask one last thing and then work on it while I listen to you guys. And that is, would you guys mind just taking a glance at well, I'm looking at it on the course page, but I think it's part of the sales funnel. And I have to go back. Okay, Allie, I got to double check this again. I go into courses, then I click on bundles, then I click on
Contents.
contents.
And that's your list of courses included in the bundle. You can reorder the list by dragging and dropping them around. You can remove things from the bundle. If you click delete on the item on the bundle, it doesn't
Okay.
delete the course at all. It doesn't delete the course. It just deletes it from the bundle, right? It still
Yes.
lives in courses. It's not deleted. Or you can rearrange them, right? Or there's an option to add another course to it. So clone your one course,
Yep.
go through, edit it up, and do what you want. Then you go into your bundle. You can remove the old course and add the new course, and you can move that one up to the top if that's where you want it, so people see this is new and it's fresh.
Okay. So
Okay.
my mini question is, could we um look at it together? And I'd like you guys' feedback because the person that did these courses for me, that built them initially, she was great. She did a great job. But when I read the copy, I didn't want to interfere with it before too much, but to me it seems passive and so on. And I want to just like cut through and get to, like be more powerful in it and everything. And so I like your feedback. Like if we look at just the first little bit of it, could we do that?
Yeah, go ahead and feel free also, Casey, in the future, to go ahead and if there's copy that you're like, is this passive, this is whatever, that's a great conversation to have on the Zenler site community for people to
Mm,
give feedback on what they find on that.
that's a good
Also,
idea.
another tip is to copy and paste it into Chat GTP or GPT or Gemini or any of your chosen things and say, hey, I would like, please rate this copy for straightforwardness, right? Ask
Mm.
it to evaluate it. And then you could ask
Oh,
it to recommend more transparent or more for, use your words, what you would like it to sound like more, and then have it recommend that copy for you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Let me just see what the actual link is. Okay. So I'm on two different computers to see it, and I'm trying to figure out how to easily show you guys the link, but I think I know. I'm on one computer now. Please bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I went in and cloned it, but it's not showing in the courses. Is that because it's not published?
I don't know if the clone is in the bundle. Did you add the clone to the bundle?
I don't know.
If you didn't add the clone to the bundle, the clone course won't be in the bundle. It'll be
Mm,
in your courses area.
yeah, well, I'm not seeing it in the courses area either. So let me think about that. Well, how would I'm editing it on the other computer. I did not publish it.
Because you just created it, that's why. You haven't saved it yet, so it's not
Oh,
there.
okay. So let me see. Okay, I see a little thing to save it. I'm doing that. Okay, so
And
now I'm going to refresh screen and see if it appears.
yeah. Hi, Lorelai.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you today?
Good, good. I have two questions for two things. One, I'll
Okay.
turn on the video just a second. Hi.
All right.
So, first, I have to say that I finished watching this week the David's 31
I
tips.
know you were on a mission.
I think everybody should look at it because they
It
were
was
like little golden nuggets that
all throughout. Absolutely.
throughout. Even Control B, not V, but B in email format to format, to bold, or
Yeah.
Control I for italic.
Yeah, little
Yeah,
David always has lots of little shortcut tips and he's
yes,
really great at that. So I'm glad you found it useful, Lorelai.
yes. And one of those things, so I know SEO right now is very important for our websites and our blog because I watched someone say that Google no longer is searching like who has the most traffic, but how people are researching, like how they're using Google to look for information. So in order
Hmm.
for our websites to be well, to have a good sitemap, to have the headers, one, two.
Right.
So now I'm on a mission. And I did see something about, let me focus on blogs first. So my question is, in blogs, I'm in the process of uploading images because I'm going to change the covers. You know how like in New Zenler when you create courses and then you make like, different new design.
Hmm.
So I want to do that with my blog, and I'm about to change all the covers. What is the most effective way that you could recommend or that you know, or you can find out for me to do this? From what I heard from David briefly was that I think he said he was talking about image sizes. So I have
Hmm.
that in consideration. Um, uploading. So say, uploading all the media, I think
Yes,
too.
absolutely.
So doing that. So my question is that if I'm going to go through each blog post and swap images, and I have to put the alt, the description and alt, that's very
Mhm.
important now. So I'm going to do that in advance to do it correctly. So there are other images that are no longer going to be useful, and it's in my media file. How can I delete those? Do you
You
recommend?
can. Well, you can remove stuff from your media library if it's getting too heavy, but what's going to happen is if any of those images are linked anywhere on your site, it'll be a broken image link there, okay? So if it's getting too overwhelming, your thing, one of the things that you can do is you can filter and sort it by file types. So like and you can add tags to things to make it easier to pull up a list. So here, I'll share my screen
Yes,
and show
please.
you
Yes.
what I'm talking about. So um, what were we talking about, Lorelai?
The blog, the images that
Image. Oh,
if
yep. Um, or no, media library. That's it.
oh yeah, yeah.
I was like, wait. So, like from here, right? So if it's images, then you can do images. Now, if you upload them all, if you create a whole bunch of new ones, right? And you upload them, you can tag them with a tag that you will know and understand. And then when you do that, you'll do image, filter, tag, and the tag, and now only those images will be there. Now, the other thing you can do is same thing, but in a different fashion. Like if you can find all of your old blog images together, or if they had a similar name that you can filter for, and then yeah, you can delete them if you want.
Can you show me how to add a tag? Like, can you add a tag to one of your images? Because I don't I haven't used that yet.
Okay, let's see. So you can create it or do it. So you want to sit down and you want to think of this ahead of time, right? What
Mhm.
kind of tags you're going to use? What are the potential for the types of images? Like, do you just want to be simple with it? Blog image, course image. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
figure it out for yourself so that it doesn't get crazy. And then yeah, you can just add the tag, right?
Okay.
Now we update. When
Oh,
you
so if a blog post, for example, is for an interview, so I can put interviews, or if it's a review, put the tag review, and then all the images that are related to the review, or
Sure, if that's what you if that like you got to think that through for yourself,
yeah.
right?
Okay.
Um
Auto
how
photos.
what that would work and how it would get confusing. You just want to distill it down to be the least confusing process possible.
Mhm. So I could do like books. If it's an image of a book, I could put books. If it's an image of an author, then I could put author. As those are tags. Because this is for the media library, correct?
Yes, I get that. The tags, you can do that. But then the other thing you want to think about is the file name, right? So these ones, this is a junk site that I'm just using for testing. You see how I just create all at one time? In Midjourney, I think. Yeah, these are all Midjourney. So it has the Midjourney file names. I didn't rename them. I can't tell what photos for what reason because I didn't care,
Yeah.
right? So when you're creating your images in Canva, Midjourney, any art studio thing that you're using, you want to have a naming system for yourself, right? Like
Mhm.
blog image, this. Don't start with numbers and dates because that makes the files irrelevant, right? You don't want to do that. So you got to start with naming that makes sense, right? And
Mhm.
then and then distill it down with the file name slash blog slash review slash authors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? That's the tag, but you also need to think about your naming convention for your files, for your images, for your downloads, for your PDFs, everything, so that it makes sense. And you have it in here. And then where do you store these images on your computer?
Mm-hmm. I don't have them yet, but I would be on a Google Drive.
Right. And then you would want to use the same file naming system in both places. Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
so that I
whatever
know.
file naming system you come up with, use that same naming system across all products and services that you use when it comes to naming things, because now you will not have to remember something separate. How did I label that in this one? How did I do that here? Just one system across everything so that it takes a while to get used to this, to your even your own system you created. But once you do, it becomes second nature, and now everything is the same. You never lose anything again. Everything's more easily findable. Like it's not, perfect. I still lose things. Trust me, I'm human.
Thinking of putting like the initials that like, LLL, LTRB, kind of like
Yes, absolutely. I do that too. Yes, if
website,
I
so
know
I know
the
which website folder it's
Exactly.
for.
Exactly. And I do that too because I have multiple businesses, right? So I have to tag, I have tags for each one of those, and they're mostly abbreviations because, yeah, it's easier. But I know right away, alphabetically, obviously, anything I do for Zenler, I got that Zenler tag in there, so it's easy to
Yeah.
find it, you know?
Yeah. And so now I know that's the media library. So I'll start working on those, create the image, upload them with a system, and then tag them accordingly. My question is, when we send out email broadcasts, the images, when we go to choose an image in a email broadcast, where do those images, I mean, when I click on it, it asks me, and I pick it and it goes to my computer. But can those
Yep.
images be found on the website, or is it that I have to have it, they take it externally, not from the media library?
Right, not from the media library. There might be a workaround for that, Laurel. I am not sure, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. See if
Because
there's
it's
a
like
workaround.
if I add the image in here while I'm doing this, it goes,
Oh,
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 upload, choose. There you go. Choose. Yep.
okay. So then, but I would have to have it uploaded on the site where the blog is because
Yes, I know
I
you
have
have multiple things.
I have two
So
websites.
yes, you have two media libraries, Lorelai. Yes.
So for the email, it would have to be for the LLL and then for the blog for the other.
Mhm.
And that way it'll save time. I'm just thinking of time, less clicks. So good on that. And I also didn't know that you could change the sizes of the image with the boxes there, with the, um, is this what the blog or, yeah, this is the, no, from the email. I didn't know you can change
Email. Oh yeah, it was Insight. Email broadcast.
email broadcast.
Yeah, you're right. I know there is a place where it's like, why is it just opening my
Yeah,
computer?
because if I'm creating images according to the site, is there like a cheat sheet or a list of the sizes? I know it's
Yeah, there is. It's on the support docs has a recommended
okay. I would
sizes. Yeah.
love those. I know
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
custom one. Um, okay. So again, would that be the best way to, if I wanted to upload a bunch, like to change all the graphics from the blog posts? Would that be the way to do it? Is there anything else?
Here it's here too in the email broadcast, Lorelai. Upload or choose.
Choose, yeah. Okay.
So it is there too. So I'm sorry. Now repeat the question.
Um,
What's
uh,
the best way to do it? The media library?
yeah, what are the steps if I wanted to change all the images from my blog post? What would be steps to do so that I do it correctly? Or
So the steps would be to create the image. First of all, it would be to make sure you know what you're naming file names and whatever tags you're going to use in your system. Have that situated so you're not doing it while you're doing it because that'll slow you down. So the best system would be figure out the naming conventions you're going to use and
Mhm.
then get those images created, upload them into your media library. You said you got all your alt text, right? So I guess I would have all that prepared first. Naming, files, tags, get your images created, get your list of alt text ready. And then
The
yeah,
alt text, the alt text can be the name of the image, right? Because I was just going to copy and paste it on top. Is that
yeah, if you got like the alt text, what you want to do on there is you want to give a description of what the image is.
okay? Is that alt text or is that something else? Because
Or the alt.
uh, I think there's two. There's one. Can you click on see an image to or
On what image? Oh,
so
you mean
to
in
see
here?
because alt text I thought it was just what the item is called and then where the description isn't that called something else?
The yeah, it's the I know I've lost my words too, Lorelai.
Yeah. I know they're two separate.
Right. So you want to give that whatever the naming that you have the ability to do, your tags, your alt texts, your description, your SEO for each blog post if you're updating any of that information. You just want to have all that stuff ready on the side for whatever so that you can just bulk upload everything, right? So you'll come into site and your media library and you'll do your bulk upload of all your images, right?
Mm.
And they'll all be in there then. Now you're going to come over here to your blog and I don't know the this image gets put into your blog. So I don't know if you have images that you added to the blog separate from here.
So yeah, that the one that you have there that recommends 1200 by 675
Yeah.
is one, but when you go to settings, there's the social media one. So if you click on settings instead of blog post, if you click
Oh
on
yeah. The
yeah,
social
so what size should that be? So I used to use that same 1200 by whatever, but because it says social media and if I share on Instagram, so I'm making
I always do mine full HD size, all of my social media image,
what is HD?
right? The 1920, 1080, 1080, 1920, right? That's HD landscape and horizontal.
Okay.
I just use that for everything.
Horizontal like this. Vertical is like that.
Vertical or horizontal, right?
Okay.
Vertical is long ways, you
But if I
know.
use it more on Instagram, would it matter?
It Yeah, I mean for the social images you want the horizontal
Okay.
um version, but it should convert it to look fine
Okay.
if you just use the standard.
Okay.
HD in here. Oh, I can't spell or type today. Coupons. Why is it saying coupons today? Image sizes. Okay. Maybe I didn't need all that.
There.
There we go.
Oh, I've got these.
So you've got all of the
Okay.
recommended sizes right there. I'll put this in the link in the chat for you all.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. So yeah. Yeah.
So I upload them and then I got the sizes. My other question is for live videos, the recorded videos on the cloud.
Okay.
And so there are links. There's a copy link, download, if you click on any. And what is the difference with the link and then the downloads? I think it may seem like a silly question, but
No, they do yeah, they do
because they're
different.
two different things now. And
It is. I don't have a thing to um
so what I see is like a link, and then when I copy and paste that one link, it shows like I think like the video with the chat
yeah.
box.
Yeah.
If I can find one, right? And then,
Yeah.
so it has the Zenler logo, and then it says
Mhm.
live in red, and then it has the title,
Right.
and it says shared with me, and then the date it was recorded.
Right. That is so a lot of people don't like to share that because that's like that's they have a download link. They can download your video there. They can get all the stuff.
Okay.
So a lot of people don't like to use that one for that reason. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why. So if you click the link and then you download the video, then you upload the video. You don't give them that link if that's what you want. Because I know Judy struggled with that too. I
Yeah,
don't know if you want to chime in, Judy, and
yeah.
say how you do it.
So I deal with this like probably 3, 4 times a week. Now they record. Zenler gives you too much information. They record the gallery. They record just you. They record your screen. They record you in the upper right window, unless Allie taught me a couple weeks ago. If you turn your camera off before you share your screen, it doesn't put you in the upper corner hiding some of your content. Okay.
So how do you do that? Say that again.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. All you have to do is turn off your camera before you share your screen. And then when you share your screen, it doesn't have you blocking information. And so I used to piece my videos together, but now I can just turn off my camera if I remember.
I know that.
Before I share my screen. And now I'm getting me talking, and then I go to share my screen. I turn off my camera, I share my screen, and then I got to remember to turn it back on when I stop sharing my screen. But it's almost like what I used to piece together. So what I do is I download everything. I throw it in a folder temporarily. I find the video that is that video that's me talking to everybody, and then me showing my screen. And I always have a co-host, and her job is to make sure that everybody, once I start sharing my screen, they turn off their cameras as well. Otherwise, they could pop up in that upper right corner. Okay, yeah. So that's her job. Okay, one of her jobs. And then she also answers chat questions while I'm teaching, because I can't see the chat while I'm teaching. It's too much. So what I do is I download all those videos. I find the right video. I archive it on my computer somewhere, for my own sanity. And then I re-upload it to the class. Now, if you have something more than an hour long, like I do these like all day workshops, if you schedule one Zoom where you go, I don't think you actually can do this in Zenler. I think the maximum is, Allie said it was like 4 hours maybe. What I do is I schedule 1.5 hour long Zooms with a break, and they have to go to the next link and then the next link. And for sanity purposes, then when I go back into those videos, I'm going to 3 different cloud recordings, and they're shorter and easier to manage. If they're too big to re-upload to your site and you want to use that, when you re-upload them, you click on the video icon. So they have to watch it on your website. They can't download it. They could probably screen record it if they know how to do that, and there's nothing you can do about that. But the point is they can't download it. So you upload the video back onto the course where you want to put it as the recordings. And then all those files that I didn't need, I just delete them off my computer.
Okay.
Now, if you record a longer video, I almost had a heart attack over this because I didn't realize this. It when you go to see the download page, so what I do is I click on that link to open it in a new browser window, and I use Chrome. And so in there is where I download all of the assets. Okay. There's this little tiny thing that's like page 2 under the video where it's recorded whatever it's cut off. And now it's recorded like the second recording. And it's a little hard to, I think, find. And the first time I had a recording that was too long, that it broke it into 2 pieces, I literally almost had a heart attack because I didn't think it recorded it. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So that is kind of on this like second page. So think of your video like a book, and there's like video 1 and video 2, and video 2 is on this like second page. And then you got to download all those assets again.
Okay. So my videos tend to be like less than 2 hours, an hour and a half.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't think that, but there are 9 files. I know one is chat, one is audio, one is speaker view, one is gallery view, and then it has 4 others that have like a GVO, AVO,
Gallery overview.
There's like a sound file.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just want gallery view.
I know.
But
if you're making a fancier video, it does give you all this stuff to make a super fancy video. Like, you know, where you could go into CapCut and have all these different tracks, and you could be switching back and forth between yourself and your screen. And from all those files, you could make really awesome
like even reaction videos.
Like YouTube reels, you know, where I mean, they're giving you stuff that someday you might want.
yes.
But you don't know. Yeah, but a lot of people won't necessarily use that. But yes, you could do a lot of cool stuff.
But I like it because they give you transcript, they give you the chat text, they give you audio. So if you want to do, and that's one of the things that I want to do since I have a lot of interviews, is that I want to grab all the audios and then maybe make it into a podcast or put it. Can I embed that on my website and just have it as an audio? Not like because it's private. These are all private. So either they can see the video.
You can't.
Listen.
In your course player, you can add audio file as an option in the course, you know, and you can add audio files.
But what I was saying is that for gallery, they have 2 types. They have GVO, AVO. Do you know what the difference is? Are they all the same
one
quality?
of them, I think one of them is like gallery overview, the full gallery view. And then the other one is like the gallery like this, right? So gallery overview is all gallery. Right now on the screen, we got gallery above, and you on the screen talking is what I see, right? So that's one of them. One of them is where you see the gallery above and just the person talking on screen. One of them, you see the whole gallery no matter who's talking. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole grid. Think Brady Bunch. That's what it looks like, no matter who's talking. It's just their square is highlighted. Whereas the one of them is the gallery just above and then a main person on the screen.
Oh, multi-view.
Right.
Multi-view.
But the person speaking is the bigger one. and then the other ones are smaller. Whereas the overview is everybody's the same size gridded onto the screen and just the person talking is lit up or whatever.
So I have recordings that are public that, well, that I could use the link, but I think it's better to upload, even though I did something now that I did before. So I used to do one whole recording, and I still do, because I did
Mhm.
be, let's say, on YouTube or on Facebook Live, and then I stop the video and then I go privately.
Mhm.
So before I didn't, I now I save the Facebook one because it went live, so that I don't have to cut the big
Yep.
one, because I was having to cut and do, and then I had two and it was too much. So,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, mainly the difference between those videos. And Judy, how do you save all the links, like all the recordings? Do you have like a Excel sheet, like a system
Uh,
for saving them
so
before I start?
so I have a folder for every course I teach. And so my courses are a little different than I think the average person, in that I'm teaching like what would be best described as workshops. Okay. I do also do mentoring, but they're mostly workshops, and they're kind of like a 1 day workshop. So I start with a folder with the name of the workshop. And the first thing I do is I create all my art for like the course card and stuff like that. So then I have a folder that I make inside the folder that's like, all the media. And then I have a social media folder that I make for how I'm going to promote it. And then there'll be like the actual stuff related to the class, which I'm teaching AI editing. So I'm on Zoom and I'm on a very like heavy platform at the same time. So what I do for me is I drag the files I need for class onto my desktop, so I'm not dealing with a server as well. Okay. And then there's a folder where all the like it'll say the Zoom recordings for that class, and it'll be recording 1, recording 2, recording 3. Now I'm on a Mac, and when I download the chat for a Mac, it doesn't come in very pretty. And for some reason, before we quit and go to the 15-minute break, if one of my assistants who's on a PC, if they download the chat from Zoom, it's very pretty. Like it's in a different format than it is on a Mac. So I always have somebody download it that way for me. And then the chat is also in that folder: chat for Zoom 1, chat for Zoom 2, and chat for Zoom 3. And so it's all backed up on my computer, and then they're uploaded into the class. And I don't know how long I'm going to hold on to all that stuff, because it's starting to become a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure yet. I was looking at, I have a mentoring folder for the people I mentor, and I have stuff that's like 8 years old, and I'm thinking, I wonder if I could delete that stuff. And it's like, I shouldn't delete it without reaching out to the people, and that's time consuming, so I haven't done it.
Yeah. Okay. I got it then. Thank you. Thanks,
Thanks, Judy. And you're welcome, Lorelai. Thanks, Judy. Yeah, I love that. And you guys, yeah, any feedback you have, experience you have to share, we love that. Like community helping each other. That's how we do it. All
Thank you.
right, you're welcome. Hi, Julia. I know you're back.
Yes, yes, I'm back. I created those affiliate links, so that's sorted. And the another different question that I have, I launched an online course in January that has 8 different modules, and I open up one module per week because the course is designed in a specific way with a specific structure for students to follow up a specific
Hmm.
content per week. Because at the end, I mean, every week I offer a live session where I do Q&A, and I share specific relevant information regarding to that module. So that means the course, it won't be always available. So the next launch will be next year. And in the meantime, I was thinking that probably it could be interesting for the people who are on the waiting list, waiting for the next edition of the course, to have access to the introduction. The introduction is module 1, where I give general information about the topic, because every single time I'm going to start the course, I'm going to start directly giving them access to module 2. So how could I do that? I know that in Zenler has an option to give access to just one part of the course. So I don't know how it will be the technical details of that. And
That's the see, unfortunately, I'm not. This is a good one because I'm thinking that sounds like a great idea, but in the course, like on the sales page, when you give access to that module, you're doing that for free, right? So they may be on the waiting list for the next course and have access to that module, but that module will be open to anybody for free then to see it.
but Zenler has a sort of way.
A try, they have a trial that you can do. They
No, it's
have
not a trial. It's called differently. Maybe I'm mixing up things.
tiers
Yeah, could be.
through tiers if they've
Tiers,
paid.
yes, tiers.
Yes, you can, and that's would be the other way is you could put it into tiers.
Uh-huh.
And if they're on the waiting list, but they would have to, right, they'd still have to pay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I will. I mean,
And
if
then
it's a high ticket course, so perhaps if they wanna, get a taste of the course and it's a big investment for some people. So okay, just give it a try with tier 1, access the introduction, so you kind of get a flavor of the quality of the course and whether it's suitable for you or not while they are on the waiting list. And when the course is finally out, then they may have more clear
so
idea.
yeah. So then, yeah. So what you could do then is create the tier system where tier one just gives them access to that introduction, right?
Mhm.
And then you're going to want the introduction and probably some sort of follow-up content within the course that encourages them to upgrade and get full access, right? So you're going to want to put that in there because that's the purpose of it. It's sort of
Okay.
it becomes basically a buyer's funnel for you, right? Because they've paid
Mhm.
you something now, right? They've given
Mhm.
you money, even if it's just for that smaller piece of it. So it's a lot easier to upgrade a new client out an already paying customer than it is to get a new mini
Yeah.
buyer in. You know what I mean? It's more cost effective for you.
Yeah.
So make sure that you put something in there to encourage them for whatever. You could maybe even offer um a 30-minute follow-up call to go over what the next tier would cover. Um one of those like an onboarding call kind of thing. You could offer that in there to get them to, okay, you finished this tier one, you've got a taste, book a session with me so we can go over that and talk about what's next, and if this is right for you, right? And then tier two would be the tier that's only available once that's fully open or whatever. And tier two basically includes everything then, right? It's all access. It's your course, unless you want to break it up into more than just two tiers of access. If you want to keep breaking it down, you can do that as well. But yeah, you could do that.
Okay. And for example, because now there are other questions that come up for me regarding this. If I offer tier 1, where anybody can join the first module anytime and take them at their own pace. Whenever Tier 2 becomes available, because I'm about to launch the following edition, and if I offer, I don't know, 20% discount or 10% discount or something, normally I create this discount code for people to do it. So the people who are already in that belong to Tier 1, how they will be doing the payment method, because they wouldn't be paying the full amount because they already paid a part of it. So I don't know how to manage the logistics of the price.
Yeah. So okay. So yes, workflow wise. So tier one, you're giving them is just like a one-time small fee to access the thing, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so that takes off a certain amount from the total of the tier two, right? So let's say it's $300, but them
Mhm.
getting access to tier one gives them $100 off, right? They paid
Mhm.
$100 for access just to tier one. So if they
Mhm.
want the full program, they now owe $200. So what you're going to have to
Mhm.
do is just create a third plan, right? That is the $200 in payments if they need payments for what's that remaining balance is, right? So it's just a third pricing plan option. And it would
Okay.
give them tier two access, but just at a different price because they already paid part of the price in tier one. Whereas the other people, they've signed directly onto the main payment plan. So theirs includes all of it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. I'm just wondering, once I set the whole thing up, how to
Well,
set
how
passwords.
to
But
set it up.
maybe it's very easy.
So
But
what it is, it might be here, let me look. I'll show you one thing because maybe you can make one of the pricing plans not visible so that only the people um you want to see the plan because I get that. I know Judy and I were talking about pricing plans for like different in-person versus online and having way too many options on this on a page and being confusing, not just for us creating it, but for the people looking at it, like, what the heck is this?
Mhm.
So I think we might be able to. So let's look at this. So all our viewers, it's a one-time purchase program, but you give people a payment plan option. Is that it? Or do
I,
you?
I am giving, I mean, for people who maybe join Tier 1, I won't give them a payment plan option. Of course, I will give them a payment plan option for Tier 2.
Okay. But your main offer, does it include a payment plan as it is right now? That's what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
yeah. Right now, yes, there is a
It
payment plan.
does.
Yeah.
There's a payment plan. Okay. So, well, let's just do this. We'll start with one-time purchase. And this one we're gonna do that $100 and T1. Oh wait, I need to, and I want to turn on tiers. So this is tier one. And so tier one, we're going to include just that section. And finish. Now we need payment plan. So installment amount. So I don't know how many payments you have, but For the $200, if we say we're giving, or if it's $300, three payments of 100. So 100 installments, three. Billing monthly. Um, tier two. Set tiers. And then this one, oop, then this one is the main one with all includes everything. So everybody gets access to everything in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then payment plan. Next. If it will, there we go. And this one, the installment amount is still 100, but it's only two installments because they already paid the 100 on the tier one. So now
Okay.
this one is gonna include everything.
Okay.
Okay. I gotta name this. This is T1 or T2 add-on. Doodly-doo. And then we'll look at what it looks like on the course pricing page, preview sales page. Okay. So this is what it has. This is the add-on. This is B tier. Obviously, you'd put descriptions in here. Okay. And what you can do, I think that's payment plan add-on. So I think this one, description, set availability. I don't know. I feel like we should be able to hide some of these or turn them off so that it's not confusing. My brain's just not braining. I know I can do this. I'm just not too sure. So are all these people going to be, are they, so they're all going to be let in at the same time into your course? Like you said it's a program, but you want to give some people an option to start with that before the main course opens, right? So you're just going to have that available. I'm trying to think of the way the workflow is happening here, because the other thing you could do is you could make the plans for the pricing. You can just make the one-time purchase, the one-time purchase. No, that won't work either. I mean, I'm gonna have to think about the workflow of this because I'm just trying to think. I don't want the people on my only thing is you'd have to be really clear in your copy on the pricing plans, like as
Yeah, yeah,
add-on.
and the thing is that I mean, in the pricing plan, I'm gonna offer one-time payment in 6 months or payment in 12 months. So if, for example, I set the price for tier one, the price of 1 month, and then I offer their like option, I mean 12, I mean if I offer 6 months and 12 months, and then I offer um there the option for the ones who are already enrolled is going to be very confusing for the ones who come for the first time. And they may think, oh, I prefer to choose this option because it's cheaper.
Yeah. So the
I
only
want to
other,
avoid that confusion.
yeah. So I mean, the other option, like some things that you can think about. Another option would be to have one course that's made secret so nobody sees it, right? And that's your lower pricing. That's your, okay, try 1 month, blah, blah, blah. And then, so they're getting that. It's in, but it's secret. It's only available to the people that you send it to.
Mm.
Or and then when they want to upgrade, you give them that special, that pricing that fits because they've already paid part of it, but you just add them to the other course. You know what I mean? That's just for the pricing. You let
Yes,
them pay through there and they're signed up properly. And the main page, you just give them a coupon code for it. Potentially, if they want to purchase, what you do is you give them, you create a coupon code for that $100 off of the main course, and it doesn't matter which plan they choose. You've got your options of the full payment, the 6 month or the 12 month. They're going to input their coupon code for that $100 off because that's what they paid for that tier 1, right? So now all they need is a coupon code on the main page, and you just leave your pricing as it is. And then they'll enter the coupon code, get that price off. They have a separate course with just tier 1 in it that they paid for. Okay. If they want to upgrade, you give them a coupon code for the other course and it knocks that amount off for them. They can still choose any of their payment plans they want.
right. Yeah, I mean, that's a way around to do it. However, once they join the main course, they will see the lessons available, the same lessons that they have already gone through available in the main course. So it will be a duplicate. So it may be
No, it's
confusing for
not.
them because
No,
they won't remember where they left each lesson because they will have to go through every single one of them again for the first time. I mean, unless they want to skip it. But that's one thing. And
right,
another
but you
thing,
just tell them that. You just tell them if you want the main course, you even record, add in that, add a final lesson that says if you want to upgrade, and it's a video screen share, you're going to take your coupon, you're going to come here. That first lesson is going to be the same lesson you have here. And then the rest of the program is the full program. And your coupon code takes off that price for you that you paid for that. And now you don't need to worry about accessing that anymore. Everything is all in here for you now. You can tell them that. I don't think, I mean, all you can do is test it out and see if you can get the workflow right on your students' end by just letting them know this is only access to this one lesson. If you never move on, that's fine. You'll have access to that. But if you want to upgrade, I can move you into the full program and give you a coupon code. That first module is the same, but everything else is the full program now. And I
right.
can move you over there.
And is it possible to offer two different coupon codes in Zenler? Because if
You
I,
can create whatever coupons you want. Yeah. For
so
that
I can
course.
offer them two, one like a percentage of discount for the main course and a coupon code that they will give them the discount because they already have paid a part of it. That's what I mean.
Right, you can give oh, can they use two coupon codes at the same time?
Okay.
That's a good question. Let me see.
Because otherwise they wouldn't be able to uh, enjoy the same benefits as people who may be joining for the first time. Because sometimes I offer, special discounts. So if they have been already enrolled, yes, I can give them a coupon code of discount for the model one that they have already got, but they wouldn't be able to access the another percentage of discount that I'm offering to others. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do know.
Mm.
So let me see. I'm checking. Let's see. I can't find the answer moment right now. So I'll put that on for follow up with the team on whether that's possible, and also I'll go into the community too and
Okay. Because
post.
right now what I have two lessons of module one. Module one has six, seven lessons, and two of them I have them separate as a course that I am offering for free, and those are separate. So
Okay.
I am, it's just, I was offering them as a kind of taste and a kind of gift for people because they were on a waiting list waiting for a long time. So like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm offering this to you for free. So right now I am thinking about using those two classes as a sort of lead magnet, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and so people can, enjoy that class and then add a video at the end saying, oh, this is a class that's part of Module 1 inside this course.
Okay.
If you are interested, you can join the waiting list or, you know, but that's a different thing. What I'm thinking right now is like, okay, I won't launch this course until next year. So in the meantime, maybe I could be getting some income for it without being me present, teaching live and all that. So I was just thinking about the technicality of that, how it could work out.
Yeah, you can do an automated like workshop. You can put it in a funnel,
Mm,
but you can just put it in a course, because that's a course is a funnel too, right?
mm.
Like you can, so as a lead magnet, you mean low, like you want to automate the other classes and sell them, or still give them away for free?
Um, I am happy to give them for free because they are, yeah, I mean they are a good show up of the kind of quality that they may be getting inside, and also they solve an important question. So I'm happy to still give them for free, at least one of them.
Okay, well,
Not
yes,
necessarily the
I
two.
mean, that's how I would set it up. I would give the one would be the top of funnel free
Mm,
workshop or video or whatever you're calling it. It's that free thing. And you can set that up in a funnel in New Zenler funnels, marketing funnels area, right? And then in your email sequence, what you would do is you would follow up with them and offer them the other one, which is at a low tier pricing point, I guess. If it was free before, now you're making it paid. So now it's whatever that price is, and you put that information in the course and you fill out that sales page. And then in your email sequence to that free funnel, you will set up a sales emails where you are giving them information about this next thing and that they can click here to get it. And that it will be helpful for people that, are interested in learning this or this. Um, if you've ever thought about taking one of these kind of courses or classes and you're not sure if it's for you, this is a great beginner or a great introduction to this, so that you can make a decision for yourself on whether what's next is for you or not, that kind of thing, right? So yes, you can just automate that whole thing. You don't have to be involved in it. And yeah, does that make sense? Put one in a funnel, put one in a course, use the funnel for free to get people into it. And when they're in the funnel, the email sequences that send to them are going to market the next level course, the mini workshop, whatever you're going to call it, video.
Yes and no. I mean, what's the point of making it into a sales funnel when I already have the class available set up as a course? You know what I mean?
Right, that
For
that
free.
it
And I'm
then
gonna offer it as a lead magnet for free. Because that course that I'm
you
willing to
said you had
pay,
two of them, right? You said
yeah,
you had two.
yeah, I have two,
So
but
use one for free, you market the free one,
okay,
right? Put it
okay,
out there. And then in the email sequence on the free one, right, you can set up emails that they get when they subscribe to that funnel and they see the video, they get emails in their inbox. You're going to say, I have this course available for
hmm
this price. So now you're going to charge a fee because that's what you said. You said you figured you could make some extra money in the
hmm
off time between you launching your courses. So this would be that one of the two free things that you've done, you're going to convert to a paid thing in the course. You said you already had it set up like that. So now you're not going to make it free. Now you're going to make it a price. But you still have one for free. And the one that's free in the email sequences, you're going to say, hey, I have another one.
But
That's
for this one, if you're interested, you have to pay.
right, right, but that's what it is. Here's the free
Okay,
thing. The
okay,
next thing is this amount. So now you have to, if you want to
okay,
take that next step for
okay,
$27, you can see the next step. Because
okay.
after this, the next option is the course, which is $500 or $10,000 or whatever it
Whatever.
is. So
Okay, okay.
you're letting them know
Mm,
this is just a gentle process for you. We're starting with some
okay,
free content. If you like the free content, here's what's next. Here's the next level. It's paid, right? It's this much. It's 20 bucks or whatever it is. And what this is going to do for you is it's going to give you that next level of understanding, right?
okay,
And it's going to let you know, are you ready for the next step? Or is the next step
okay.
after that
Yeah, yeah,
even
yeah.
for you, right? So that's
Yeah,
how
yeah,
you
yeah.
set it up. So yes, you can make money in the off season when you're not doing your course and you can just automate that whole process for yourself. So you're not involved in it at all. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Thank you. In the
You're
meantime,
very
I
welcome.
will still need to meditate and reflect on what
Yes.
I'm offering module one in the
Yeah.
meantime or not.
Yeah, if that's worth it. I mean, there's probably other ways to set it up, and you can probably even ask in the community or whatever if other people have done similar things and what the pros and cons were for them. Because really that's what it comes down to is testing out things and kind of experiencing it to know, okay, is the experience good for me on my end? And is the experience good on my student's end, right? Because we want both of those things to align. So if
Right.
one of them's out of alignment, we want to fix it, and
And when
only
you
way we could do
say,
that is through experience.
sure, and when you say community, you refer to the Facebook page or the Zenler
When I
community.
say community, I mean the Zenler website,
Okay, okay, got it.
because
Got it.
otherwise I would say Facebook group.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thanks for joining us today, Julia. You've come in with some really great questions today, keeping me on my toes. Thank you. Hi, Judy. You have another question?
Actually, my first question,
Oh,
I didn't ask any question.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so this is a silly, simple question. I had a cloned class that I'm setting up or course. I don't know what I'm supposed to call these. And I somehow lost the button, the buy now button at the top. So when you want to add one of those buy now buttons, where is that?
Buy now button on the top of your sales page.
Yeah, I don't ask. I don't know what I did. The button was there when I cloned it, but then when I tried to edit it because it's for a free class. Okay. When I tried to
Okay.
edit it and I went into the gear to edit it so it goes to the checkout page, the thing to add the pop-up window, so that the thing wasn't there on the side. There was no way to make it a link. So I deleted
Huh.
it. I deleted it and I thought I'll just put a new one in, but now I don't know where that is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Here, I'll share my screen and go in there so you can make so we make sure we're talking about the same thing.
I'm trying really
Because
hard to improve my SEO stuff too.
are you, yeah, I'm there too. Let's see what we're talking about on a course sales page, right?
Yeah, and when I have another question then, but yeah, so I don't know what, like it was originally, it was in that cover photo, like it was in the top there, like where you click on the button, and I don't know what I did with it. Yeah, see where it says enroll in course?
That button?
Yeah, so when I had it there, and then when I clicked on the gear, it wasn't giving me under settings the ability to add the link. See, there's no link thing there.
Yeah. Well, there's the text. Hold
Right.
on. And then subtext. It's wait, style.
Yeah, see, it's not there.
Um,
Right, okay, so I'm not losing my mind.
design.
So I tried that and I made a new button, but it didn't give me the place to change the link. So
Hmm.
I thought I was losing my mind, but maybe I'm not.
Yeah. Hmm.
Okay, I'm
But
so glad this happened to you because I thought it was me.
so, all right. So let's see.
So I don't know what those things are called. Are they blocks? Are they elements?
This, if it's red, this is red, so that's an element.
Okay.
Okay. And so, I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna see what happens when I
Oh, it's a
just,
button? Is that what it's
yeah,
called?
it's a button.
Okay, I didn't know what it was called.
It's a button. And this one's, we don't need full width, we just need normal. And let's see, settings. Oh, and there, choose an action we now have.
Yeah, so something happened then because I don't know. Yeah, no, yesterday I was having so many weird things happen on the site. Like I was uploading artwork for a course card and it wouldn't upload and it would go back to the home screen. And I'm like, okay, what's going on?
Yeah.
Like
It
there,
could be just at that very moment, Judy. It was the very moment in which they were updating something on the site or
well, that's
something, and it kept kicking you out because it was glitching. Who knows? I have it happen to me all the time.
okay, good. So while you're there, my other question was the week that David came on when you got like booted out, something happened with your internet.
Yeah, it was blocked. It said I was banned from the Zoom meetings. Like it told me I was not allowed in. I was like,
That's
wait, why?
that's really,
What did
that's
I
really funny.
do?
Anyway, he showed on the cover thing here how to add multiple photos. So you see like your background art.
Yeah.
He showed how to add multiple photos in there, and for the life of me, I can't figure it out.
Showed you how to add multiple photos in your background? Maybe you create a collage image that you add?
No, it was technically he was showing it for the homepage of the website, so maybe that block is different. But
Yeah, it is a little different. So let's.
because I remember I was having that problem where my horse image looked blurry.
Yes,
And then
yes, yes,
he said, "Oh,
yes.
we'll put it in the center block." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And he showed me how to go from that single image header to a header
Yes, yeah.
with multiple blocks. And so I wasn't sure on a class.
Because I think it's what he did was he had you add them instead of adding it to the block, he had you add it to the columns and rows. So what it is instead of this image in the background, we're just going to turn this to white. Okay. Now you have the columns and rows. So now you can input
So if you don't
some.
have that on the header of a class that you're putting together, you would have to add a new block. Like if you
I
don't,
think so. I would have to go back and look at what David did.
Yeah, I don't remember which week that was or how to find that video.
Right. I remember which week it is. I can tell. I'll grab it for you. I'll tag you in the exact moment. Because I remember exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, you can add different columns and rows, and so then it's not in here. It's just you create a grid of images here. I
Okay.
think that's maybe what you're referring to. Um, and that one is playlist.
Oh, okay. So I can go to YouTube to find
Uh, Ooh, okay. And the one David was,
it. Might have been the February 4th.
yeah,
It was early on. I remember.
no,
Nope. Well, didn't you start on and then they booted you out?
yeah, it might have been. I actually need the list so I can see that it's easier to see when I'm. Oh my goodness, why is this doing that so loud? I just want
Hmm.
the
I mean, I guess the other thing I could do is delete the background photo on the top of the class or top of the sales page and add a gallery or something above it. I guess I might be overthinking it.
yeah, I know it's not too far. Yep, there it is. Here we go. So let's see. Doodly doo. Custom thumbnails and videos to prevent awkward freeze frames. Is that what?
No.
Maybe. HTML, homepage, banner, image sharp instead of blurry.
Yeah, that's it. Okay,
So
so
right there, and I'm gonna grab this
okay,
link
awesome.
and pop it in the chat for you so you can go right there. Yeah, I was in the chat, like, and I was watching on, like, I could get in on my phone, but on my desktop, I couldn't share screen. I couldn't do anything. It kept telling me
I
that I
don't
was
know if you
banned
guys.
from
Sorry.
the meeting. I was like, that's hilarious. Why am I banned?
Yeah, it was weird when I think I got to the meeting late and when I saw he was on, I was like, oh wow, okay. Yeah. So all right. So I think that's the only question I had at the moment. I mean I always have questions, but I did set something up for I don't know if this would benefit anybody, but I set it up um what do you call it? Mentoring thing where there's three options, like 4 sessions, 8 sessions, or 12 sessions, and they're each discounted. I'm running a special that I'm going to launch. And so like the 4 session is discounted to 25%, the 8 session is discounted to 35% off, and then the 12 session is half price. And I put the 12 session in the middle. So there's three payment options at the bottom of the screen.
Nice.
So
So these are your workshops that you're talking
no,
about.
this is well,
No?
it is, but it's for
Oh,
men.
you're mentoring.
I mean, if you want to see it, I mean, you could go to the page and I just I put the 12 session one in the middle because it's the best price.
Best deal. Yeah.
It was something new I was trying. I haven't run a sale on this stuff in a couple years, and I thought, oh, why don't we give this a try?
Yep. Thank you, Julia. I will be over in the community with some info for you. Bye. Yeah, it's where's do you want to share your screen and show me or?
I can.
Yeah.
Sure. Hang on one sec. Let me get to the right place and then.
Because that's like honestly, when you're offering payment plans and payment options, like getting the layout right is really important because it can be confusing. Like you have to put the details in and you have to make it look nice. And I'm visualizing, yeah, the one in the middle with the payment plans. Like
Um,
visually, people will be drawn to the center. You know what I mean? Like it feels like that'd be nice layout.
yeah, I'll show you what I did. Um, okay, so when you come to the home page, um, it's under this private mentoring.
Oh
So,
yeah.
um, and then what I did is I created an overview and then I did the pricing this way where it shows the saving.
Yep. Nice.
Now,
I
when
would
I go ahead.
go into your text on the best deal in the middle there and tab down once you're because you got to do that in the pricing plan, I think. And just hit space, add a space because you've got an extra space in the top one. You see how it's boxes a different size than the other two?
Oh,
Do you know?
yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I just noticed that. Yep.
Yeah, so you just tab down on the text on or backspace on the other one to make them smaller. I kind of like this added spacing, looks nice on the other one. But yeah, the 12 in the middle, the top one with the better discount, absolutely.
Okay. And then what I do for anybody that cares is they pay here. Okay. And then I set up a private course that's their name. So the everything that we do is a new class that nobody sees. It's secret class that's that person's name. Um,
That's nice.
so I have somebody that's bought mentoring like multiple times, and everything is in her personal little space.
Right, you don't have to create a new course every time. You just go right into hers, add a new module or unit or lesson or whatever it is, and give her or his stuff. Yeah, I
Yep.
love that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's nice. It's like especially like to me that feels like a system that's really set up um for for repeat business, right? Because it's not, it makes the process easy. They have their own course, their own name, and every repeat purchase gets added to their own course. So no, Lorelai, it's not a bundle, it's their own course. And that person just keeps getting content added to their course every time they make another purchase.
Yeah, the only downside is like if they bought this 12 session um package, okay, and they wanted to buy another 12, I have to make another, I have to duplicate this page and call it something else because they can't buy the same class twice.
Right. Yeah.
So that's the only thing. So like I'll like, if I have on my site, like for the full price ones, I have private mentoring 1 through 4, private mentoring 5 through 8, private mentoring, 9 through 12, so that people that were buying them at 4 at a time had something I could send them as a link just to pay.
Yep.
So, because yeah, you can't buy the same class twice. Um, so anyway, I do have a question that you probably can't answer, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So I had somebody's credit card not go through for a subscription, and I use Stripe.
Okay.
And so I did not get notified at all. Neither did the student. And I only have 10 people in a subscription right now, so it's very manageable to do it manually, right? But if I had 100 people in a subscription, I can't manage that. And so I mean, I would have thought that because it's integrated into Zenler. So like when you cancel somebody's subscription, um, like,
Is there settings? Are there notification settings that you maybe can turn
I don't know.
on?
I don't know, like, because the subscription thing is new to me.
Share.
But
Yeah.
and I'm using Stripe, which for the most part, I'm really happy with Stripe. And I had to manually push through an invoice. You can go in Stripe and change the what do you call the speed of when they retry to charge the card. I don't know the right word.
The timing. Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the default
The,
is a week later. And I'm like, no,
yeah. No, thank you.
no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Um,
I want my money now.
no, please, please pay me now. Um, so what are we doing? We're doing
So
subscription.
under a subscription, yeah. So like I guess the simple question is if you set up a subscription to a course where you're meeting with students on a, biweekly schedule for a year, and obviously people's credit cards will maybe expire or something will happen. I mean, aside from the customer going in and actually preventively change their credit card information because they know their card's expiring, like, yeah, everybody does that, right? So if it doesn't go through, so obviously they tried to charge it at Stripe for a Zenler subscription. So, Zenler, it's interesting when somebody buys a class, of course, I get an email saying, oh, somebody just enrolled in your course, and it shows, I love that the emails come through and at the end of the day you can see how many things you sold that day. I love that.
Yes.
But with the subscriptions, you get no notifications. And I don't know if that's a Zenler thing or a Stripe thing or both.
Yeah,
Because with 10 people, I can manage it right now, but I could not manage it if it got bigger. And then all of a sudden these people would be in these subscriptions and they weren't paying. Not good.
yeah. Oh, and because it didn't kick them out of Zenler either when they didn't pay? They
Well,
didn't lose access?
no.
They did not lose access when they didn't pay.
No. No. I don't know. Like he said, no, he didn't even know it didn't go through. So, anyway,
Yeah, that's it. And I'm gonna have to figure that one out. We're gonna have to look at that.
I mean, in Stripe, for anybody that uses Stripe, it took me, and I
Mhm.
couldn't figure out where their phone number was because in the olden days I used to call them, but now it's all AI assisted, and the AI assisted agent wasn't listening to me. And so I finally picked the right words to ask, and it said, oh, you can just go into the generate. So Stripe generates an invoice, which seems kind of outdated, but it ended up helping. So Stripe generates an invoice, and when the credit card doesn't go through, the invoice is just sitting there unpaid. So you can go into the actual physical invoice and click charge now. So you can manually charge it. And I had permission to do that. So that's what I did. But I had to manage it all myself. There was no
Right.
information or alert, not even on Stripe, other than a bright red little box popped up under upcoming subscriptions.
Yeah, it seems like there's got to be a setting. I can't do it. I can't go into that area
That's fine.
here right now because it's my personal information.
Right.
But yeah, I want to go in there and check and find if there's settings and stuff where that there's something that's missing there. Because first of all, I would think if their payment didn't go through, it would automatically they would lose access to the core. Like if the payment didn't go through. Not, contact administrator or something. I don't know.
The other thing I found interesting on subscriptions. So I have people that paid full price up front, okay,
Mhm.
for a discount, and then people that are paying monthly. So when I upload, I think it's when I upload the recording back into the course, it gives me an option as to whether or not the monthly people have access to it or only the full people have access to it. Like there was an option in there and I'm like, well, no, they all have access to it. Like, so I was like, but that's interesting that it breaks it down like that.
Mm-hmm. Hmm.
I guess
Yeah.
I'm getting into some tricky stuff now and I'm trying to figure it all out. So.
Yes, because the more you do, and that's what it is. And this is a really good time to do that before you have 100 people in
Right.
there. You've got a lot happening. So like looking at where's the friction and how can we solve it now before it becomes like a huge problem later, that's good. So yeah, I'll look in there and see what I can see and what the process is and notifications, workarounds, automations, whatever it is, because I don't want to have to manually remove people either from my program if they haven't paid. It should be automatic because if that happened automatically with the missed payment, then that person would know they didn't, wait, what happened? Why am I locked out? And then you could go,
Well,
I don't know, let me see.
but if it removed them, how could you get them back in then? Because they've already paid. Like, so I think the reason it doesn't manually or automatically remove them is because they wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to register again.
Yeah, that's probably right. Or
But
restrict access or something. I don't know. Yeah, there's got to be some better workflow to that because manually removing a whole bunch of people that didn't pay is still a lot of a process. If you have hundreds or thousands of course students, and some people do have thousands of
right.
students, you're not manually removing access to a subscription for thousands and thousands of people. I don't think. So I don't, and it could be related to the card issue. It could be on the thing. I don't know. I'll have to ask about that too,
Yeah.
because I know they've talked about adding a cart, in Zenler, so you can add multiple things.
Yeah, that'd be wow. Oh my God, that'd be hard to learn.
I
Um,
think I've heard about this. I don't know if that's real, but people have asked for it. It's been asked for a lot.
um so um I lost my train of thought.
I
You know how it is.
I do it all the time.
Yeah, so I guess um number one, I know not everybody uses Stripe, so maybe the different payment plans handle it differently when it's declined or whatever.
How it
Like,
triggers, what it triggers, yeah.
yeah, like for instance, if a card expires, which happens, all the time, how Stripe handles it versus somebody else. I like Stripe for the information that I feel is very like broken.
Well, that and Stripe is better at protecting businesses than PayPal.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, I don't like PayPal at all, but
right,
yeah,
PayPal's got some
well,
some
I just
some
feel like
practices that businesses don't appreciate. Let's just say that.
so yeah, so the one thing though in Stripe is you can set the frequency for trying to charge the card again. And
Yeah.
the default was a week later, which was after the next class. So I'm like, that doesn't work. But then you can manually push it through with the card on file. So he gave me permission to do whatever I needed to do. It was just a mistake, no big deal.
Right.
But as far as how it communicated back to Zenler, I don't feel like it did.
Mm. Yeah, and that's something I can ask the team too, because that's something sometimes on their end, like maybe something happened and maybe you're just the first person to notice it on Stripe's end. They changed something and maybe didn't even let us know that they changed something. So now there's missing information in the connection. That has happened before that's happened with Zoom a lot. They
Yes.
change stuff all the time, and it messes up how we handle it. So now our team has to go in, fix patch the connection because of what they did there. So it's like, So yeah, it's hard to tell sometimes what's happening. So yeah, that'll be a good thing to check because it doesn't make any logical sense to me either, Judy, that nobody's notified and nothing happened when the payment didn't go through on Stripe's end. So it's got to be maybe just a miscommunication between the systems or.
Even like when a payment does go through, it doesn't come through my email like a sale does. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's almost like Stripe is treating it like, well, I think that's what it is. Stripe is treating it like an invoice, because when you have a Stripe invoice, like let's say you have a product catalog on Stripe. So for my
Yeah.
in-person workshops where I have to send an invoice to somebody, and
Right.
they're picking their bedroom where they're staying at the house. Okay. So there's an invoice for the blue room and there's an invoice for the red room, whatever.
Right.
So I don't get notified that they paid because it's a Stripe invoice.
Mm.
So if Stripe is making each monthly subscription and invoice, then it's kind of removing the notification that Zenler is used to sending through. Does that make sense?
It could, yeah, it does make sense. So we're gonna have to check on why that is. And maybe the team has a fix for that or a workaround, or there's a setting I don't know of or something, but I'm gonna have to look because for sure it's weird. I want to be notified. Where's my money?
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm learning all this like complicated stuff on a small group. Like that's my little tiny group that's on community that we're still figuring it out. And
Yeah.
um,
And that's the way to do it. Test it out and get those workflows going. Because yeah, that's an interesting one for sure.
did you
And that's
schedule a Zoom on your community yet
on mine. No.
to see how it works? Okay.
No,
It
I
says
haven't.
it says it's in beta. I'm like, oh,
Oh, and in the Zenler, I'm gonna test out some stuff today, tomorrow, over the weekend. Because I did try to do some lives and I ran into a few issues there, but now I think I got that figured out. So I'll be in the community trying to do some lives and share some tips and trainings and stuff. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited. I'd like to do some more lives in the community and maybe do some community workshops or things. If you guys have things you're interested in doing workshops on in the community, like, just for the Zenler site community, they'll just be streamed right in the community. They won't be going to Facebook or anything like that. So they'll be just for the community. Yeah. I'm excited about it. I have a whole list of stuff. And then I also have, brainstorming with the team and David, and he's like, yes, you could do this. Yep. How about this? Yeah, let's do this. And how about this? Yeah, okay. So now I have a very excited long list of things. Oh.
made my assistant an affiliate to see how this works.
Hmm.
Now, I didn't finish watching the video yet, but she said when she was notified and she clicked on the link, it just went to my homepage. So how do you have to manually give them their affiliate code?
Yeah, let me see. I think I put that in the,
Yeah, you did. Yeah, a couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, you gave me a link to a video and I watched most of it. But then the phone rang and so
let's
I
see.
thought, well, I'll just make her an affiliate and see what happens. And she got an email and she clicked on it, but she's also a admin on my site. So I don't know if that makes it weird. So it just took her to the homepage. So I guess I thought in a perfect world that if you made somebody an affiliate, that they'd get an email saying, congratulations, you're an affiliate. Here's your affiliate link, blah, blah, blah. And maybe there's like some automation I have to set up that I don't have set up.
Yeah, you might. And I'm going to go through that. That might be because we've had quite a few questions about affiliates lately, that and community. So those will probably be the first things I hop on to, into the community to look at um, yeah, that's going to be interesting because I think has to do with settings for your affiliates too. So, Lorelai, I just realized your hand is up.
Yeah, I can
I
stop
didn't
talking
know.
now. I'll be quiet.
I didn't know if it was because you were talking about bundles with Judy and her course. I don't know. I didn't.
Um, I had you can finish what you were showing, Judy, if you had anything else to finish.
We're gonna look at the affiliate
Sure,
section,
go ahead.
affiliates and See if we can figure it out. Affiliate program. Okay, so settings, cookies. So that's how long so the cookie expiry days. So if somebody has a link that's an affiliate link, their affiliate link, and they put it out there, that link is good for 30 days. It'll track for 30 days if people click it, who and how many people buy from it. And then the cookie goes away. Does that make sense? So you can change this to what you want. Payments. Affiliate program.
So is
Or
30 days the longest?
what's that?
So
No,
oh,
I'm not sure. I would look up best practices. I think 30 days is pretty standard for affiliate cookies, or maybe longer. I don't know. Oh, this is where I want to go. To people. Because now I think the settings come into the people part. So let's see.
wait, I lost your screen. Where's your screen?
Into people.
All right, are you sharing a screen? I lost it.
I am.
All right, hang on. Let me find that thing to click on. Just click on the Zoom thing if I can find it. Oh, there you are. Okay. Too many windows.
Okay. So how did you make them an affiliate?
I watched the video. I clicked on this stuff. So I went into where you go into the person.
This is where I'm at right now. And you added it here, roll.
Um, it looked different than that. It maybe I'm looking at the wrong window. Hang on a second. That looks like a Zoom window. Where is your window? Oh, there you are. Okay, it did that thing on a Mac where it swipes to the left. I hate that.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I added affiliate role here, and now you
Yes.
can do their commission,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know, whatever that is.
And then I
Now, see, this is going to send an email notification to the user.
right, but it doesn't send them the link, or it doesn't send them their affiliate code.
Okay, so look, it sends them, let's see, okay, now affiliate detail. Here we go. Now here's their affiliate code and affiliate sample link. So that's gotta be at the end of their thing.
Oh,
All
yeah.
courses, specific courses, is it active, not active? So it will track and
So the affiliate code and the affiliate sample link they have to be merged.
no, this is just a sample to show you what it would look like. Okay, so
Oh,
now
okay.
here's what it does. This is the page, right? So zlab.newzenler.com homepage. So now it's the question affiliate equal blah 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 blah. So if that was the sales page to your course or do you understand? It's tracking, it'll track because
Right.
this code goes on everything. Or
I guess
this,
I guess my question is, whenever I've been an affiliate for a website, I get an email with all that information in it, like here's your affiliate code. Do I have to manually do that?
um, if it's not, I don't know. Let me see. What am I looking for? I'm looking for system emails, language. So system emails. So let's see, course enrollment, notification, email registration, notify affiliate. That's commission payout. Notify course, user role change. So that's probably the email they get when you change their role. You new role, school, let's see. I'm just wondering.
Hmm.
Student role school email admin. That's the only thing that's available there. Let's see. Oh, affiliate. Language, that's just language. System email. That's not it. Free plan, role change, affiliate commission. Yeah, I don't see anything here for the system emails on affiliate. It just sends a change rule. So that's hmm. So yeah, you have to manually give them their affiliate information.
Okay, and where was that expiration date? Like if it's for like a specific class or um I guess I thought the affiliate link would be something that's for the entire website. But maybe I'm wrong.
How it I don't know, so how the tracking is set up, yes, some of them are set up that way, where it's just this is your link and it's good. It'll go to anything and everything and don't worry about it. All of them are set up like that. So I'm not, familiar with the back end coding of that, but I will find out
Sure.
from support about how exactly that works because I don't know. And when you're setting up an affiliate program, it's good to have. I know um at Zenler we had an affiliate like course or program for a little while. But just being able to even educate your own affiliates on how to be an affiliate for you,
Right.
but also knowing the process in Zenler because it's kind of rudimentary, really. It's not a lot of that's not automated, right? You have to pay them out manually. It's not an automated process. So there's a lot of that, and I'm not sure what's on the horizon when it comes to specific updates on that, but we should definitely check into it because I know a lot of people will find that the affiliate system inside Zenler just can't hold what they're doing with affiliates, and so they use a different system outside of Zenler and link it into Zenler, and that system automates everything for them. So that potentially is an option if it gets to be too overwhelming. If you can automate the process and get a lot more affiliates making you more money, then it may be worth financially upgrading to a separate affiliate system because it'll pay for itself. But if it's not that robust and not crazy, then it might not be worth it. It's one of those things you have to check and find out too if Zenler has plans to improve um, the automation process of affiliates in Zenler, because if they do, then, depending on how long it takes them to do it, it might be worth waiting if you don't have a lot going on with it right now. It's a pain in the butt to do it manually for a little while, but yeah, we'll figure out some workarounds for that because I think, when it comes to having a successful business that's sustainable and towards growth, you have to have multiple streams of income, and that affiliate income is part of that multiple streams that can really do a lot for you to help support you financially as you're growing your business. And, even some people, their affiliate income becomes even though it's that extra revenue stream, it becomes a foundational piece of their revenue stream because they're so good at it. You know what I mean? And they've got the process worked out. So that can really take somebody from, one income group into a whole nother one when you add in that affiliate. So it's important to figure out how affiliates play a role in your business and finding the best system for you to manage it. We all need that. Lorelai, I know your hand is down now, but I don't know if you.
Yes, I had a question.
Okay.
If someone enrolls in a course or bundle and a subscription on our platform, and then suddenly they decide to delete it, like to cancel, but they don't tell me anything, or they just go ahead and delete their account, does that automatically stop their payment, like their Stripe payment?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I think they have to stop because that's being handled through Stripe. I would think that they'd have to cancel through Stripe because Stripe's going to bill them. That's the processor, not Zenler's not processing it. Stripe is. Um,
So
so so
so
I'm
then
not
I wouldn't know
sure.
if they had canceled, like someone once joined and then they went ahead and then they unenrolled, deleted, and then I didn't see them anymore. So I'm curious is that I manually went and removed them because I saw them do it. So I saw that they exited out. And then I went to Stripe and then I canceled it because I figured, okay, if she did it, it's because she doesn't want it. And then I went and canceled it. But would Zenler, like when she canceled it, would it have done it?
I don't know. I'm not sure if you go through the cancellation thing, there's a process for her to go through and she
In
can
the
go on
system.
your Zenler site and on Zenler, it shows David did a video once for everybody, like a white label video for you all, um, where you could literally just download that video and add it to your courses. And what it did was it gave people the step by step on how to cancel their subscriptions and go through that or do whatever for their own accounts, like for your users to give them that information. So David has a video. So they are able to cancel their own payments. Now, if they don't cancel and they delete their
Oh,
account, will
yeah.
Zenler send something there to tell Stripe? I don't know if they do. And if they get charged, that's still the onus is on them because they didn't cancel the subscription. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
And
that
how
could
about,
be that if it happens a lot, that could be one of those things. It's one of those things that we talk about wherever there's friction when stuff is happening. So now on this end, you set up a system and say, okay, listen, if you need to change your account, cancel. If you decide this isn't for you, the first thing you need to do is this. You need to cancel the subscription. Deleting your account won't do that. You'll still get charged. So now you've got an FAQ block. You've maybe got a little video about it inside your thing about how to manage your own account on my site kind of thing. And you give them all that information and you train them so that they know because that's figuring out the experience because you were nice enough, Lorelai, to
yeah.
look and see that person didn't cancel their payment. So you did it for them. Most people wouldn't have done that. They'd have let the payment go through and then that person would have had to figure it out how to do it. And you would have got extra money that month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you were like, no, obviously they don't want to be here. So let me
Yeah.
check if their payment is canceled. So you were honest about it and you didn't let them take the hit for it. So
Yeah.
if that's important to you, then you can include that in your thing. Here's how to manage your account.
Yes. And how about the other way around? So someone's membership, um, Stripe tried to charge and it didn't go through. It didn't go through. And so I was just waiting for would Zen with the platform with Zenler automatic, because Stripe already couldn't charge, and they said failed, and then they unenrolled on their Stripe dashboard. But would they be,
That's what me and Judy and I were just talking about that.
yeah, I had it on
It,
mute, sorry. 'Cause
yeah, no, it's okay. I know that that's probably what you're doing. I love that. But no, it doesn't automatically remove them because Judy just went through that whole thing, and it's probably because the way Stripe does it is invoice, but we're not really sure. So I'm gonna talk to
okay,
the team and say what it is because email notification, even like everything, it just got missed and the system didn't catch it. Judy didn't get notifications or emails either. So yeah. It's
yeah,
definitely a thing for us to check into for sure.
yeah. I
Yeah.
reached out to them because I didn't want to remove them and not let them know. And I said, hey, did you know maybe you weren't aware, maybe your credit card expired,
Mhm.
you can renew it. I sent the link for them to,
Yeah.
register again. And then they said at this moment they couldn't. So, you know, I let them stay a little bit, and then I said I'll leave you until the end of the month to decide
Yeah.
if you want to join again. And then I manually removed her, but I gave them a little bit of time.
Yeah. Just,
Just
yeah.
and I think for everyone it's different because depending on how big, if you have 100 people, or if
Yeah.
you have, like 25, 40, that's kind of
Yeah.
manageable. But
Right. Yeah, but
yeah,
it's really important to start thinking about, yeah, it's manageable at this level, but how do we manage it? And will it be sustainable and manageable if there's growth? Because if it's not, then that's when we got to be like, okay, let's have figure out this system better. Let's build it better. Let's make it more foundationally strong.
and also I think this is good practice to check every month your Stripe, which I kind of let it slide, but there was one person who disputed a payment that she made, and I had an initial trial. It was for $1, and she disputed it. She didn't reach out to me and whatever, and I just didn't pay attention. And then it cost me $15. I lost $15 because I didn't reply to that dispute. I don't know what I could have done, but I got hit because I didn't respond in the 90 days or whatever. So
Yeah.
if I would have known, I would have asked, okay, what do I do? Do I reimburse it? But because I didn't take action, I think I
Mhm.
lost like 14 or $15 kind of. So
Yeah.
just putting it out there. So now I'm
Yeah,
like,
no,
okay, I
that's
check.
it's definitely, well, that's, part of like once you're in business, right? And you're in business if you're charging people a fee. If you're charging people money, now you're accountable for that. You're accountable for your guarantee, you're accountable for your taxes, you're accountable to the payment processors and to the customer if they decide to dispute. Now, that's one of the things I was talking about before with disputes. You're much better off with Stripe than you are with PayPal, I think. At least that's how it used to be. Um, who knows today? Everything changes in a blink of an eye if that's still the same. Um, but yeah, you have to know what your financial responsibilities are. And that's what on your website, your terms of service, right? You need that, the terms of being on this site, the terms of buying stuff from me, the terms of this course, the terms of your payment for this course. A lot of people don't look at that. And then, like you said, somebody makes a dispute and all of a sudden $1 costs you 14.
Yeah.
Like,
She said, like, she didn't
so
enroll. I said, I can't put your credit card information. Like I'm thinking how to dispute it. So she probably changed her mind
it
without.
might have been wording you said she said she didn't enroll. You said the $1, it was a
Well,
dollar
no, I mean, I
trial.
didn't even communicate with the person.
I know, but is that what she said? She said she never enrolled.
I think in the text, she was
Right.
disputing.
That she didn't enroll. So, but what I'm saying to you, Lorelai, is the reason she put that is because what did you call your thing? Is it a trial?
The
Is it a
first
one
month
dollar,
trial.
a
First
one
month
month
trial,
trial?
then
Right. That's what she was. So when she got the system email, it told her she was enrolled. It didn't probably say it was a trial, and that might be what caused her to do that. Just a
Yeah.
thought. She might have been like, "Oh, I didn't want to enroll. I just wanted the trial." So she might not have even realized she wasn't doing it right. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
interesting. But see,
But
that's like the customer experience and how all of it
if
plays
she,
out. Like you never
yeah,
know.
yeah, no, if she didn't want to, it's okay. But my what was my fault was not checking that
Right. Or
disclaimer.
making sure you have a system to notify you and
Yeah,
make sure
it
you're getting
probably
the
was
emails.
sending me text messages. I mean, emails, but it was like, oh, I didn't, it's my first time
Whatever.
doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. No, that's
I was gonna
hilarious.
say about affiliates, but not Zenler affiliates, but affiliates from other products. They say that we need to include certain languages, certain language on our page, saying like if I'm going to include like affiliate links from Amazon or from other,
Right. It's a disclaimer.
a disclaimer, yes.
Yeah.
Where would I put that language in my website? Would it be in the
In the most prominent place that you can, to be honest with you, Lorelai. Some people like to hide their affiliate disclaimer in the fine print in the footer or something like that. But that's very shady business practice, right? It's okay to say, hey, here's what affiliates are. Here's what it is to, these are products and services that I try, use. This is what I recommend. These are books I've read. These are this that I've done. And so some of the links on this site may contain it. You can put it at the bottom. You can even create a landing page that's linked on your menu that says, affiliates learn more or something
Mhm.
about, that so that they can link through. I can't think of the exact words I'd use right this second, but and have a whole page on your site, transparency, visibility. Plus, you can even add a whole bunch of links, affiliate links out. And if you're affiliate linking to products and services that have keywords and niche that are same as your site, right? Now Google is looking at your site and it's going, "Oh yeah." Like you're not just this one little website, right? You're not just one site. You're part of the internet now. You're a whole part of it. You are relevantly linked to this Amazon book that fits this. You're linked to this person, and Google says, "Oh yeah, they're deep." Right? They're deep. So the more backlinks to different types of content to your content, um, you're going to do a success story with me, Lorelai. I've already told you. No. And then what Zenler is going to put a video of you on their YouTube channel. They're going to write a blog post. They're going to link back to your website, right? So now your site links are going to be out on the internet. Other relevant links from the internet are also on your site. And so there's all this stuff happening, and Google loves it. Google's going, "Ooh, Lorelai's really into this. She knows what she's doing. Yes, if people type in this question, I think I can send them to Lorelai. She's really into this. She's connected. She's doing it. She's real." And that's what they're going to say. So it's a great idea to tell people about your affiliate stuff. Just make sure that your affiliate stuff makes sense for your site and for what you're
Mhm.
doing. Yeah, it's cool if you have an affiliate link to some random thing that pays you a whole bunch of money, but it's really not worth taking the ranking of your site down to start adding in just weird stuff that doesn't
No,
belong there. It just
yeah,
doesn't
it
belong
would
there.
be,
And it also gives the user that comes to your site a weird experience too, because they're like, "Why is that here?" It doesn't make sense. And even if they don't know it consciously, their subconscious mind feels they
yeah,
look at it and they're like, "That just doesn't make sense." And a confused mind walks away.
yeah. No, it's more of
Yeah.
including resources so that if it's about
Yeah.
books, so then links to authors, links to audiobooks that they want to buy of a book,
Yeah.
or
Absolutely.
more about, so those are the links, but the affiliates would have to be, I want them to be of content relevant to what my page is. So it's almost like a
Exactly.
one-stop shop kind of like
Exactly.
experience.
Exactly. No, that's a great idea. I love that idea.
And oh, I love that when you said that, that I had to make it clear. I can
Mm-hmm.
create like a little block and put it at the bottom, like
Mm-hmm.
not the footer, but
No,
the
just above the footer.
above
Yeah,
the
above the
footer.
footer. Yep, you can add,
And
make a custom block, make a custom block of the disclaimer, and then any page you're on where you're going to have affiliate links, just drop that on the thing, on the page. Yeah.
I love on the blog. I can do that. I didn't know we could do that.
Mm-hmm.
That is amazing because
Yes,
I
on the,
didn't
and
know
let
this.
me here,
Can you
let
show
me
that
just go
again?
ahead and
Because
share the screen because this is one of those things that's just a nice, it really can take your blog to the next level for you when it comes to
oh, and
generating
editing. You don't know
leads.
how. So I was putting content and copying and pasting it, or had a template and it was all there. But then the minute I wanted to change like an image or a logo, I had to, I said, oh, now I have to go back to each page. And now by having that block, I could just change one block and boom.
Yes.
Mm.
So in your blog on Zenler, you have all of your pages for your website that you can edit are right here, except you will not find your blog homepage here at all or your blog post pages. But if you come here on the left-hand navigation and click on blog, and you come here, you have this option in the right-hand corner to go to settings and you scroll down just a little bit. Here's your blog homepage. So that's the page where the list of all of your blogs have been published. So you can edit this page. And when you do, when you come on the blog homepage, okay, you can add banner, you can add content, right? This is that dynamic block. It's going to pull in all of your blog posts from here. So you can add a block of content above it. You can add a block below it. So right on your main blog homepage at the very bottom under all of your blog posts, you can add an FAQ block on your page, or you could add a lead generation block, right? So content looks
Or
kind of,
subscribe.
yeah, subscribe. And that's what I mean, like a lead
Yeah,
generation.
yeah.
So now you can put something like this, and that's at the bottom of your main blog homepage, okay? Now, on your blog post page, you
You have the
have the
same stuff.
same exact ability. So when you click on a blog post and it opens up to the full post, at the bottom of your blog post, you can have a block that you drop in to have people get into your funnel, get on your mailing list, newsletter, whatever. If you've got a course promotion going on right now or a subscription, you can swap these out. You can have custom blocks made, and every time you make a blog post, this is automatically included in it. So now that's here. And when I come to the blog, this is the blog post content, and then look, right below it is that now, because I popped that on there. And it can just automatically be there as part of every blog post you publish as a way to generate leads from your blog content, because that's content. Blog content is free content that you can promote on social media. You can share it. If you send out a newsletter, you can highlight certain articles on your blog. And then when people click on it and they come here and read, it says, hey, do you want more? Hey, sign up for this, whatever that looks like for your niche, for your business. It's a
Mm.
really great way to generate leads from your blog.
Another
Yes.
question I had. Um, so this is the blog now about replays. What's the best way to create like a block for in a course to of replays? Like, what's the best block or way to save, upload videos?
Well, I mean, that's a great question, Lorelai.
On
You do have
courses,
so
in
many.
courses. So I created a course called Replays because I didn't have, or
Yeah, I mean, that's not a
or
bad idea.
I created a course just so that they can play, one is events and the other one is replays. But let's say in a course, um, in the blocks that are in Zenler, which one are there ones for replays? Because what I've been doing is I think I've been putting block, 2 rows, and then inserting like a graphic.
In a course?
Yeah.
And are you doing it on the course access page
Um, it's on
or in the curriculum?
in the let me check. It's a course. I think it's on the direct access page. It won't appear. I think it's the page where it lands. I click on a button and then it goes. Let me see.
Because I mean, if it's the course access page, your
Mm-hmm.
curriculum, the same thing like with your blog, right? So
Mm-hmm.
your curriculum, this is the course access page. The curriculum that's in here is I took the block out of here, not ready, but um
It's a recess course access page.
um curriculum. Here.
So
So
I
now
would.
this is hold on. Uh, uh, why is this thing doing this to me? Here we go. Course curriculum. So this is what the course access page looks like. I just had this taken out. But
Yeah.
when you go to the edit your course access page, this is like your blog post page, right? This is the curriculum or the blog post comes in the dynamic form.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the course access page. When they click on this, it opens the course player, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
they're inside the lesson or the module, those little start buttons, right? So on this page, one of the things that you can do is you can add um above or below your curriculum, you can add a block and you can call it or and just add what
Mm-hmm.
for. So now you can just put your replay videos like you can um
So would it be an
author
HTML
author re
block?
you're just putting in a block, then
Mm-hmm.
you're adding the rows. So however you want to do it, you can add the element and what you're going to do is add a video and you're just going to
Ah,
put it in there and then you're going to put it in here, right? And
okay. So
you're
then I upload the videos just like I would the media, like
right
insert,
just into the
add,
media
upload the video,
library.
and then.
So that's above the course curriculum, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's the videos. You put a header here that says author replays. You could also put them down here at the bottom of the
Mm-hmm.
curriculum if you wanted to. They don't have to be at the top, but you can create this course access page as a dashboard for your members, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And this can be, it's all right here. Here's their replays. So now when they come in, doody-doo.
That you don't need to put search results. Show in search results, I would turn it off, right?
And search results.
So, so
Oh
from the
yeah, you don't
video,
need that. Yeah. No,
I'm
no.
learning all
This
these little new things. So,
yeah, on there. I'm just trying to
yeah,
show
yeah.
you. So like when they come in, they're here. The replays are here for them,
Okay.
right? And you can just be like, I only keep, you know, 8 replays. After that, I start replacing them, right?
Mhm.
And what you do on this page, you have the ability, right, to edit, like to add information to these. So it doesn't just have to be a video thumbnail right there. So what you could do something along the lines of add the date and the author's name, like in a tiny text box below it,
Yeah.
right? So text. And so then you're just date,
So I have a question.
author, so you could just put, information. This is the date from the replay.
Mhm. You scrolled down and I saw the review block. How can I collect feedback from an event? What would I share with with people who attend these videos so that they could give me feedback?
Give you reviews.
Yeah.
You would either you would um you would how
So like let's say I'm in a Zoom, right? And after the Zoom, before ending, and I wanted to ask them for feedback, normally I send a Google form. But is there a way for me to share a link from the course where I can share that instead, and then they can put their review or their feedback?
Yes, I believe there is a way to do that, and I will post that in the community. I don't have courses. Let's see. Mm.
Because that would be uh, a way for me to just, approve and see, and then it can appear.
Yeah, I know there is, and I can't think of what the way to do that is right at this
Well,
moment, but I
I'm
know
still
there is a
working.
way.
The other things are more important for me now, like the images in the blog, but maybe for the next week, um, or
Yeah,
maybe
no, well,
your
fuck, I'll
response.
look and I'll do it. I'll look on there and see what it is because there is a way. I know I've done it and I don't know how right now because it's not something I've
Yeah,
done,
and
but
it's
it is
almost
a good,
time. It's been 3 hours,
yeah.
so
Yeah. And not only that, but we need to figure that out, but also other ways. Like even Zenler, right? Like our reviews, we don't just have reviews on our site for our courses, right? We have reviews on other platforms. We send because like Trustpilot reviews for software, like so there's different places, Google reviews. If you set up a Google page for yourself and all of that you can send Google's people that link. And here's what happens. That is becomes part of your SEO too now, right? People leaving reviews on your official verifiable whatever. Now you're getting even more SEO out of those kind of reviews instead of just posting them on social media. But you also, if you have a Facebook page, you can get feedback on your Facebook business page as well. So you can like collect. Now, again, I would rather you use Google would be my first choice outside of using social media platforms because you don't own those reviews. You can screenshot them and save them, and it'll be an official Facebook looking thing. But, if you lose Facebook, it's Facebook's platform. I wouldn't be driving traffic to Facebook. I would definitely drive traffic to Google to leave me a review because that benefits me, right? But I wouldn't do it to Facebook. But if that's all you had, if you didn't want to deal with creating a whole Google thing and doing all of that, you could use that as one way and then screenshot the Facebook ones to hold on to them, and use them in your content. You can do that.
I like that you just told me about the Google reviews, so I can even include that,
Yeah, I
on my
would. I would.
website.
I would ask exactly, and I would be sending people there to give me the review and the feedback for everything you do. If you're, you could even set up something for you, Lorelai, would be really fun. Like thinking about setting up a page for you as a community manager, right? And that's separate from that. Like it's a page that goes to this a specific website of yours or whatever where it's just or maybe where it's just you as a community manager and your skills and all your stuff. So if people start Googling I need a community manager or whatever, now you can start giving free generating leads and saying, hey, do you want to, here's a free checklist for your community if you're building a community or if you're doing this, right? So now you can start generating leads of people interested in learning how to build community, and you could end up with a community course. You never know, Lorelai,
I do
that
have
other
one.
you can become you can become a community manager. You could create a community manager certification course.
Mm.
And if you complete this course, you get the Lorelai's whatever badge on your that you get to carry around with you. So I could
Yeah,
do that.
yeah,
Yeah,
great.
that'd be a
Well,
lot of fun.
thank you so much. It's so
Y-
useful to come here every Thursday for 3 hours because even I'm working behind the scenes and
Mhm.
just all these things that everybody shared kind of helped.
Yes, good. I'm so
Mhm.
glad. I know Casey and Jody and Sarah, they're doing the same thing. And that's why I say if you all want to come, those of you watching on Facebook, you don't have to watch on Facebook with all the distractions of Facebook. You can come in this session. I'm not going to bother you. You can sit quietly in your cozy little corner with your microphone off, your camera off, and just listen. And then when something exciting happens, you could be like, ooh. And then you can participate. We love that. So, come and join us in the room anytime. There's never any pressure to participate. Sometimes just being in the room and listening to the conversation is the most valuable thing you can do. And we encourage it. And it can set, this is 3 hours every Thursday. So guess what? You could be like, you know what? On Thursdays, I'm going to work on my stuff. And you can sit quietly and work on your stuff while listening to other people and get assistance when you need it. So I think that's great.
This,
Thank
are you trying to go? If
we are the
got it.
session's going to end automatically in the next 5 minutes because we're over our time already. But no, I'm not like in a hurry trying to rush you off. I was just, yep, wrapping up.
Got it. So, Allie, you've gotten me unstuck. Well,
Yay!
and I've been working with some other people too, and it's made a huge difference. But like when you were helping me this morning, I get stuck again so quickly. Like the ability to integrate the information is really limited. And it makes me realize, gosh, you need to spend time just crawling around this stuff. Like you were saying, you could master it and then go away from it and can't do it again.
Yeah.
And it's the stuff that you did for me this morning, or it wasn't morning, but anyway. Um, like do this, do this, do this, do this, because you learn it at some extent. It's really hard to integrate it
Yes.
so that
That's
you,
the application of. Yes.
yeah. So thank you for repeating it. And I'm going to have to go back and listen to this. But I even, you know how you learned this the first time and it was easy, and then you had a brain thing. And
Yeah.
it's like, I have a really high capacity for detail. Like I was a science major and had to do 5 pages of notes in every lecture and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't have a high capacity for this kind of detail.
Yeah, exactly.
And
Mhm.
so it's like, okay, this is what it's like for, so it helps me understand for my courses too. If there's a place where, um, like right now, rather than the pieces, but the pathway is already documented. like you gave me part of it this morning.
Mhm.
Or I keep saying that, but anyway, so I went back and tried to do it. And it's like, okay, I never could get the 26 version that I made to show. So I left it open. I can still go in and out. I can see various aspects of it, but I can't get it to show. So that's another stopper there. And then it's like, oh God, what did she tell me on such and such? Anyway, just feedback on the process because I've been stuck here for well over a year. So the stuff you guys have put together is freaking amazing. And
Good.
it's really, really helpful. And it's informing me for my classes that I'm doing also, but it's still really hard.
Mhm.
And so you guys are coming out with a do this for a procedure. So of course we want more. I want more. Now I would like, can you help me walk the pathway like a checklist? And you've done some checklists. I have to look and make sure that you haven't already done this one. When you're going to clone a course, do change the link first. That was really
Just do this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Change that first. It'll save you so much headaches. Yeah.
and don't publish until. And when you publish, you know that everybody's going to see it, or only people that what like I don't know what publish
Oh,
means.
that's a great idea. I can certainly put together some stuff like that because you're right. Like it's one thing, it's not just about clicking the buttons, it's about the journey. It's about what that actually looks like walking the path and experiencing it and
And how you check your work,
yes, and delivering it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
making sure you didn't make a mistake that is now going to stop everybody that signs up for the course, and then you'll find out about it.
Exactly. Yes. No,
Yeah,
I think we can work on some stuff like that. And it's all a process. And that's one of the things that is like one of the most important things that I want everybody to sit with always is that no, you are not the problem. Okay. It's not a problem. It's literally just a different type of learning that you have to
yeah,
do inside a Zenler system. Zenler system has no idea who you are or what your knowledge is. And
yeah,
so it's put together the way that they that know how to operate it on the back end that they
right.
figure it out.
And
And
they won't
then
even see the holes in it.
no,
They
but
won't
then
see them.
there's right, there's them, and then there's you, the user, and then in the middle are the education team, like myself and David and Kevin. And so we become like we have to learn some of the back end stuff because we have to know that, and we have to know the front end stuff for you. And then we also become the translator between the back end and the front end stuff because we're in the middle, right?
Yeah,
So that's kind
absolutely.
of what we're learning, and it's like that's a process and some people want to get through the process really super fast. If they have the capacity for that, good. But, you know, a lot of people don't. Real life gets in the way and there's real
Yeah,
life things to go on. So we're not going to have yeah, I could get a course up in a day. Sure could. But you know what? My mom has Alzheimer's.
yeah,
My dog's at the vet. I got the flu, whatever. Life happens
yeah,
and it's never a perfect day to deliver everything. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So we just
Well,
give ourselves a little space and grace with that for sure.
yeah. And I feel that Zenler's been very responsive to, like for me individually, when I said, look, I need this. And then I started seeing that here, there, and everywhere. I
Hmm.
love the thing they featured you last time. I was so disappointed. I had to miss the meetings the last two. Uh, Cats to the vet. So
Yes.
so anyway, it's really great. And the stuff that you've been producing, I haven't had a chance to go review, your lists and everything that you make. These are all great resources. So I'm so relieved that I can go back and look. And I'm
Thank you.